Are we live?
I think we are live.
I think we're live.
Should be live.
Let us know, guys, if you can hear us. Welcome to the first live stream from us. Wow, there's already 18 people in here. Hello, everybody. So, first live stream from us in 2026. It's absolutely crazy. It's been a crazy 2025. What a year. It's been over 1 year, 12 months now, since we've actually done a live stream. So we wanted to basically jump on. And the last time that we would have went live, hello from Warsaw.
Hi.
That's where we are now.
We're also in Warsaw.
Hello from Warsaw, from us to you.
I think our last live stream was confront, actually, in April last year.
No, it was China. It was 1 year ago. I literally just looked there.
Yeah.
So it was 1 year, almost.
I didn't know.
A year and a little bit, I think. Yeah, -10. So it's absolutely freezing cold where we are right now. I hope you guys can hear us, by the way. So please let us know in the chat if the audio is okay, because we're doing this from our mobile phone. So sometimes the audio on mobile can be pretty trashy. But yeah, it's absolutely freezing where we are right now. Audio's nice.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for that.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję bardzo for letting us know. Yeah, it's freezing where we are, guys. We're in Warsaw. It's -4, -5 during the day, and then at nighttime it gets down to like kind of
-10.
stays consistent between sort of -1 and -10 at the moment. And if you have seen our most recent video on our channel, it was in Crete, and that's actually where we flew here from. So we came from 20 Celsius to -5, -10. So we are absolutely...
We arrived last night as well. So we literally left Crete in 20 Celsius and then arrived in Warsaw during the night -10. So 30 Celsius difference. That was very, very harsh. We're kind of getting used to it now.
It's a big shock to us, and but we're very, very glad to be here. We were in Poland the last time, must be about 3.5, almost 4 years ago, I'd say now. 4 years since the last time we stepped foot into Poland. Poland is an absolutely beautiful country. It's so underrated, I think, in terms of European countries. When you look at Europe as a whole, especially nowadays with the current way Europe is, Poland is just kind of like a place that a lot of people really just sort of, they never even really think of going and properly exploring, but it's a gorgeous country.
And I also feel like Poland is like the only European country where we actually publicly state where we are, because we feel like it's safe enough to actually put it out there. Usually we sort of post a video, like 1 or 2 days after we left the country, because we're sort of scared that something could happen safety wise. But in Poland, we're like, this is safe, this is fine. Not even a little bit worried.
We want to read some of the live chat. We're actually getting a lot of live chats immediately.
Lots of people from the US.
A lot of people from the US are messaging us. That's amazing.
The first one was from the Philippines.
Hello from the Philippines. Shout out Philippines. What a beautiful country that is as well. You guys, you're amazing. Filipino people, some of the most friendly people in the world. Beautiful weather, although sometimes it can be very extreme over there.
In the dry season, it's alright.
When it's dry, it's okay, but they have some serious weather, and especially recently there was a lot of flooding in the Philippines. So sending prayers out to you guys, because it seemed to be pretty bad. Hello from New York City. That's
Warsaw
crazy.
is in the chat.
Warsaw, New York City. Hello from China. Chinese fans miss you. We miss you guys too.
Ni hao.
China, absolutely beautiful country. As you guys might have seen, we published a lot of videos. We went really, really deep into China and saw a lot of that country. It's a different world from where we are at the moment. Hello from Liverpool. Wow.
Also somebody from Manchester.
Manchester. Wow. You guys are in some of you guys are...
Oh, Kraków.
Kraków for Kazimierz. Wow. Beautiful place.
Texas. Ooh.
People from all over the world are in here.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you for exposing everything. $10 super thanks. We really, really appreciate that. That's a massive help towards us. A lot of our videos, a lot of people, sometimes we get comments. It's really sort of,
Kenya.
it's really interesting. We get a lot of comments from people on a lot of our videos where they'll say, you guys are doing YouTube for the money and stuff like that. And it's like, since we've started doing this Europe stuff, it's been controversial, obviously, because there's a lot of people out there, especially the people that are involved in the stuff that we're talking about, that don't like to hear what we're talking about. For example, our Sweden video, just to give you guys an example here, we published a video all about Stockholm, and we went into some of the supposedly the worst areas in Stockholm, and a lot of these areas were horrific. We showed some of the reality, only like a brief portion of the reality of what's going on there. It actually goes it's a lot worse than what we showed. But that video got geo-blocked
In Sweden.
from the entirety of Sweden.
That
We
means
literally
that
had like a legal case
legal complaints, yeah.
put against us
That
just
means
for
that-
publishing that video.
That means that nobody with an IP address in the country of Sweden can actually watch that video. So exposing these things, I feel like really put us onto the list of like, I don't know, we are putting ourselves in danger, and we're also getting sort of targeted by some governments now. So I don't really feel like we're in it for the money. But it's funny we also, by the way, lost sponsorships and all of that. So
We've lost
I think we lost more than we're making here.
every sponsor that was on board with our channel before this, high paying sponsors that typically sponsor regular travel channels, they all dropped off immediately as soon as we started talking about certain things. Hello from Kenya.
There's somebody from Kenya in the
That's
chat. I
crazy.
can't get over that.
That's so cool. Hey guys, Marty in Connecticut. Shout out Marty. We see your comments on a lot of our videos, and we notice you guys when you're commenting on our videos. We see a lot of names that repeat over and over, and it's amazing to see the support on a lot of our videos, especially over like the last half of 2025. The support, the outreach, and the comments and all of that stuff. It's been unbelievable, the numbers of people that are reaching out to us every day and telling us that they appreciate what we're doing. It's nice. It feels nice to be able to sort of speak out for a lot of the stuff that's happening in Europe, because I feel like there's a lot of people in Europe and America who don't feel like they have the access to voice their opinions like that, especially when it comes to stuff like this, because there is a lot of restriction and there's a lot of new laws that are sort of popping up around here and there that are making people scared to talk about things. Wow, $20. I'm not rich, but I'll help where I can. You matter. We really, really appreciate
We appreciate it so much, but like us talking about the sponsorship doesn't mean that you have to give us your money either.
Really don't
we just
have
want
to.
to make it clear.
We will never
ask for money, no matter.
We'll never ask you guys for money. This is the last thing that we will ever do, is try and like funnel you guys into sales courses on how to be YouTubers
We don't do that.
or sell books or sell courses or anything like that. Anyway, the best way to support us overall is just talk about what we do and enjoy our videos, really, and that's it. But we really appreciate the super chat. That obviously helps us a lot, especially going towards all of our travels. We're in a new country. At the moment, we're in a new country every 4 or 5 days. So the travel is amping up a lot.
We did take a lot off at the end sort of last year, because we kind of felt a little bit like we were going so fast. Every week, every few days we were in another country, so we were like, all right, let's take a few weeks off. So we spent a few weeks actually in Crete, just sort of relaxing and unwinding a wee bit. And that was really, really necessary. But now we feel like we're energized and motivated and back on the road. I also see that there's some people that I used to work with in the chat. That's really nice, actually, that are now viewing our videos. I do remember you, Brian. And so this year is going to be really, really action-packed. We have lots and lots of countries already sort of planned and laid out. I believe sort of the next 3 months are
The
probably
next 3 months are
planned already.
planned out. We have a whole load of interesting places that are coming up. Wow, thank you
Who's
so
a good
much.
explorer?
Thank you very much for the super chats. Again, we really, really appreciate it with all of our hearts. You guys are fantastic for supporting us. And that money, every little bit of money that we can, we put it together. And as you guys see, whenever we're in our videos, it goes towards local European vendors in a lot of our videos, and especially now when we go into new countries, they're going to be, all of the money is going towards, in all of our videos, it goes towards the local people. So we really, really appreciate that stuff.
She's asking if we're going to Siberia.
Would you ever consider to travel to Siberia? If we can get through the next couple of days here in Poland, we'll consider it. But Siberia,
We might die.
Siberia is like next level. So like I watch a lot of YouTube myself, and I watch a lot of these like videos from like the coldest parts of the world, and a lot of them are in Russia, Siberia, and there's the one place that's in like the far north of Russia. That's like the coldest place in the world. And I watched this one Yakutsk, yeah. Yakutsk, and it's in the far, far north of Russia, and that is like a goal to go there and not
One day.
to go there and not die. That's
maybe
like
maybe if you go in the summertime, it's not so bad.
maybe we'll do a video there, and we'll just be like, we survived 2 hours in Yakutsk. Just go in and then just immediately
And then get on the train back.
Let's see.
If we're ever in the area of Sauerland, we should tell her or him.
Oh, nice.
Serafin. Is there anything crazy going on in Sauerland? It's an area of Germany. Maybe we can cover something there, expose some things that are happening.
We're always looking for interesting stories, interesting locations and places that we can film, because in this year we want to try and lean into storytelling and get across the actual message of our videos a little bit stronger. So a lot of our videos up until now have been very basic, like very minimally edited, and very just sort of straightforward. And that's kind of just how we like to do it. But we do want to also add in extra context and extra like numbers, and really sort of like contextualize a lot of the issues that we're talking about as well, because I feel like that gets across the message a lot more clearer than just sort of going out and being like, look at this, wow, like, and giving you like an on the ground reaction. We really appreciate you guys' feedback as well. So please, this is why we're going live, and we want to go live actually a lot more over this year, because we want you guys to give us feedback. Let us know if we're maybe doing stuff wrong, if we're saying things the wrong way, if we could put it across better, if there's more sort of things we could include.
I kind of feel like the aim for this year is to bring more stories from local people as well, sort of expose local things that are happening, so include people that are living in Europe, for example, wherever you are.
Yeah.
And then also bring across a little bit more of the facts and the data behind it all, because going to areas and just saying, oh, this is bad, I mean, it's a good thing we are exposing things, but I feel like it needs a little bit more of
context.
like a context and a base level with it. And I feel like that's sort of the perspective for this year.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ellen.
Wow, someone just sent us something there on Ko-Fi. So there's a place.
Thank you so much, Ellen.
There's a place where you guys can support us, and it goes towards us, like basically us buying things like teas and coffees while we're on the road. It's called Ko-Fi, and that's another way that you can support us. But again, you really don't have to. Everything in the world right now in terms of economy and money and all of this stuff, currently the world just seems to be in a constant circle of countries trying to go to war with each other. There's a lot of dark stuff happening in the world, and you guys really need to look after your own family, your own money, and that's where your money should be going to right now. Because wow, there's a lot happening right now in the world. And any money you guys have, it needs to go towards looking after yourselves. but we do hope that our videos can sort of convey a little bit clear message as to what we think about what's happening, because wow, we have some opinions about some of the stuff here. I'm going to read some of the messages.
What's the
Because wow,
plan?
we have a lot of live chat messages here, and I'm trying to just basically glance through them. And I'm sorry if I miss any of you guys. If we miss any messages, we're not gonna skip anything that was offensive. If you want to throw words at us that you don't like us or whatever, go ahead. We'll read it out. We've no problem at all with that. Hello from Turku in Finland. Wow, that's another
It's a snowy part of the world.
that's another really, really cold place. I don't know what to say. I hope you're keeping warm up there. There's a lot of beautiful nature in Finland. I've no idea what the situation is like in Finland actually at the moment. Helsinki, I've heard, is fine. Finland in general, I mean, it's Scandinavia, so Scandinavia is definitely, like we said with our Sweden video, it's being affected.
I do feel like, though, just from the outside perspective, obviously no idea because we're not in the countries. I feel like Sweden sort of really hit the jackpot when it comes to awfulness at the moment. I feel like Denmark is a little bit better off as well.
Denmark, Norway, a lot of these other
Finland
places, they seem to have a little bit more of a sort of a coordinated effort
Also,
to help its own citizens.
The Baltics, I feel like, are relatively unaffected.
Baltics as well, yeah. But a lot of this stuff really has to do with, obviously, because a lot of this is being covered by other vloggers and YouTubers, such as Tyler Oliveira is one that comes to mind, and Nick Shirley is another one. Very controversial stuff that people like Nick in the US is uncovering in places like Minnesota and Minneapolis, and all of the fraud and the stuff like that that's happening over there. Wow, that stuff is unbelievable. It runs very, very deep. I have family over in the US, and yeah, the US is a crazy place when it comes to just everything, really.
Somebody's saying we should come to New Delhi and complain not non-stop.
That's, yeah.
India,
a lot of people do that. It's sort of a thing that sort of has
the
transpired.
small-brained American, I feel like,
There's
picked
a lot.
that one off.
There's a lot of stuff that's sort of central. Like if you want to get a lot of views and you have a vlog, if any of you guys do vlogs, go to India and just say it's the worst place in the world. We've been there. We spent about 3 months backpacking all the way from the southern tip of India all the way up to the Pakistani border in India, and it is a mixed bag. Let's put it that way.
It's the only country in the world where I got sick. Let's just say it like that, right?
There's highs and lows in India, and it's not clean. We'll be honest about that. Complain non-stop. We don't mind. Okay, we will. We always do. We sort of get flack now because a lot of people say that our videos are intended just to be negative, but there's a message in there, and if you're willing to listen to it, hopefully it comes through. Hey Naomi, we used to work together. Sorry, I just read that already. I'm glad you guys are showing what is really going on in Europe. It's so sad. Thank you for supporting us.
I really feel like a lot of people want to speak up but are scared to lose their job or scared to, be judged by the people in their environment and so on. So I feel like because we sort of said goodbye to our own environment a few years ago, we don't really have that much to lose. Our family will stay our family regardless of what we're saying.
Yep.
And that's why we have the opportunity to speak out with this platform, and that's why we're doing it.
Exactly. So our entire life, basically, we live out of our backpacks. Believe it or not, absolutely everything that Naomi and I own is equivalent to the weight of about 16 kilos. So we just live with our
including
backpacks.
Winter clothes.
Including winter clothes. So we do not own much. So we travel light, and that sort of gives us the flexibility to be able to bounce around from country to country, and that's what we've been doing now for 5 years. Peter from South Africa, does anyone know about Barbara Spector? search her on YouTube and see what she says about Europe. She's from the US, living in Sweden, and it's all done by design. I've never actually
We
looked
have to
into her.
look that
I've
up
seen
ourselves.
I've seen her name pop up a lot in our comments recently, actually, particularly on some of our newer videos. We haven't been putting out many videos at the moment since Christmas and New Year's because, to be honest, like everybody else, we ate loads of food and we just sat around and turned into with some friends in Greece. And we really just sort of got out of our routine, and we got into the routine of being lazy. But
Czechia.
February is going to be the big month where a lot of videos, a lot of new content, and there is, I think, 2 more videos coming in January as well.
Hello from Czechia.
Czechia, big ups Czechia, Prague, all of Czechia, really the Czech Republic. That's a beautiful country. We've heard from many people that Prague is, again, one of those cities in Europe, like Warsaw, where we are right now, where it seems to be still European. It still feels European. It still feels, people share some same morals, same values, and they're on the same page, and things are very safe.
It feels homogenous, yeah. What do you think about Georgia's protest about joining the EU? If you have the chance not to join the EU, don't do it.
If we had one message to put out very, very clearly.
It's the same with the Bulgarians introducing the euro.
We tried to do it when we were in Bulgaria. We've been born and raised in the EU, and if you're watching this and you're not from the EU and you don't really understand it, the EU is a construct that basically took all of the European nations, or a lot of the European nations,
not all, but
and banded them together into this group.
It was initially supposed to be for trade, tariffs, and safety exchange.
Supposed to be a beneficial economic situation, and what the EU has become is just shambolic. It's a complete disgrace. So you can't really name even one. I actually dare you to name a single EU nation outside of Poland that's actually doing well at the moment.
Hungary?
Well, Hungary is not that
But because the government is
because Orban is at least sort of,
I assume, I don't know.
He's sort of keeping the right image, and Hungary and Budapest is gorgeous.
Very beautiful place.
It is not the cleanest city that we've been to, but it's a very, very safe place to be, and it's an incredible locals as well. But the EU, if you get the chance and you have an opinion and you have a way of voting against it, I would absolutely not. I would do everything you can to try and not be a part of the EU, because it has really sort of decimated a lot of these countries that were doing very, very well, some not so well, some were doing extremely well before the EU.
Somebody's inviting us for Christmas caroling.
Christmas
in Krakow.
Carols. Oh, wow.
January 18th. It's
January
2 days.
18th. Oh, man. That's a little bit far from where we are, but you never know. We're here until, I think, another few days.
Somebody's from Dortmund.
Hello, Dortmund.
Nachbar.
Yeah. Hello, greetings
Rome.
from Rome. Wow, Rome was...
Salve.
Salve. It's that is a difficult situation that Rome is in. There's a lot of stuff happening in Rome. We keep up with a guy on Instagram who goes by Lorenzo, and he always opens his videos.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo.
Hello, my name is Lorenzo. And he always just
so
he goes off on these tangents about this is what's happening in Rome, and then he's like Barbara. And it's very passionate, but he definitely gets across a lot of the chaos that's happening in Italy and other parts of the world as well, of course.
Somebody's asking what is the worst city in the EU. We scrolled past it, I think.
The worst city in the EU?
Paris or Brussels. I can't find the comment anymore.
It's okay. The worst city in the EU, that's an incredibly hard... It's an incredibly hard question to ask. So there's a lot of places out there, a lot of cities that are contending with each other at the moment, I think, to sort of be in the number one spot of the most screwed up ones. Paris is quite literally gone. So there's
Brussels is
huge
as well, though.
there's huge segments, huge districts of Paris that are quite literally have been replaced entirely, like quite literally replaced. There's no going back there.
It's very
Um,
strange. It always feels like the core, the tourist core, still seems,
the tourist,
feels, and looks like
but even the
whatever
Eiffel,
city it is,
but
like
even the
Paris or
Eiffel
like
Tower,
even the Eiffel Tower.
The
Yeah,
Eiffel Tower in Paris, if you go to the Eiffel Tower, everybody is like, oh my God, the Eiffel Tower is so beautiful. And then you look up and it's like, yeah, it's a
if you look, if
beautiful,
you not, don't go down with your eyes.
it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful photo. Like you can take a beautiful photo of the Eiffel Tower. As soon as you look down, it's scammers. There's just like large groups of really aggressive scammers. There's people like trying to make you sign things, give them money because they're pretending that they're deaf. They're not deaf. If you speak to them, they'll answer you. There's people that are asking for money for like donations for charities and things like that. There's people who will come up to you with like 15 children and be like, feed my children. Don't have children if you're gonna go around trying to scam people out of money. It's that simple. And that's kind of the message we tried to get across with our Paris video is like, stop idolizing these types of supposedly romantic places. There's a lot of areas in all of these cities where, yes, you can like disconnect from reality and you can sit in a cafe and you can post it to Instagram. But if you walk down the wrong street, you take the wrong turn, man, Paris is a sketchy place. It's the same with a lot of the other cities in France too. Like Marseille is another one.
To be honest, like it's just not safe, especially for women. I feel like in the majority of Asian places, I as a woman felt a lot safer. Like where I would go to, you know, do my daily shopping or go to the ATM or whatever, even at nighttime by myself, without being worried at all. Where I feel like now being back in Europe, like outside of Poland, obviously Poland is fine, but even in my hometown, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I should even go outside to the ATM or do my day-to-day things. You know, at nighttime, it's just, it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel good anymore.
Do you still remember? Oh, I am there. There's a Polish person, Adam Rek here. He's actually a long-time subscriber of ours, and he's trying to get us to pronounce a Polish sentence, and it is unpronounceable. Polish is an incredibly difficult language. Yeah. Good evening from Falmouth in Cornwall. Wow, that's a nice, that's a beautiful area in the UK. A lot of the southern parts, or some of the southern parts in England, are still absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot of the countryside and a lot of the villages in the UK that are still gorgeous places. Hey guys, I'm a white Christian man and I would love to move to Europe. What would you recommend? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, and I'm a good person. Well, you sound like the perfect person to move to Poland. Or Hungary or Serbia or
Greece outside of
Greece.
Athens.
There's a lot of Greece outside of Athens that's absolutely beautiful. But Poland is up there. Hungary is definitely in that conversation. And there's a few other options that are there. A lot of other options actually, like Czechia, for example, is another one. There's still a lot of countries. Europe as a continent is not lost. The EU is completely lost. The European continent is gorgeous. A lot of beautiful hiking, nature, villages, a lot of tradition, a lot of the most amount of history, the food. Some people say European food is very bland.
I love European food.
But we love it.
We haven't had European food for like 3 years, nearly 4 years while we were in Asia, and we came back and we started crying because of how good it was.
Once you're done, someone says, once you're done with Europe, you should come and see what's happened to Canada. So this year, 2026, we have a good chunk of Europe, a little bit more of Europe to cover. And then we are believe it or
Applying
not,
for visas.
we're applying for our ESTAs, and we're coming to the US, baby. So we're gonna go over to the land of this guy, and we're gonna make some videos. You guys know who we're talking about. We're not gonna say his name because it's probably gonna set off a lot of people.
That barbecue in Korea, unforgettable, definitely. That was probably the best barbecue that we ever had.
Barbecue in Korea is Korean barbecue. I'm sure
Amazing.
every one of you know about Korean barbecue. Ooh, that's good food.
In the UK, if you speak up, you end up eating porridge in prison. Wasn't there actually a guy that was just put into prison because he received a meme over WhatsApp or something in the UK? Like, insanity.
People are quite literally being imprisoned in England at the moment
For receiving not
messages.
even sending.
Like if your friend sends you a meme about Keir Starmer, for example, you can go to prison just for opening the message. And they literally they're looking at enacting a thing as well where if you're going to come to England, they'll scan your WhatsApp messages. So like before you enter, they're going to like go through all your messages. They'll go through all your emails. If you said anything wrong, if you said Keir Starmer is a fanny, you are gone. Like you're not allowed to enter or
Did our live stream not be taken down because you said that?
It's true.
Fine.
Any cities you've visited that have exceeded your expectations? There's actually a lot. A lot of them, we spent a very, very large portion of our time so far on YouTube in Asia because we were trying to save money, basically.
No, I don't know if you want to maybe give the pre-story as to why we had left Europe in the first place. Maybe that's important for the context.
That's a good setup, actually. Okay, so we started traveling. We started traveling.
Just hands.
We started traveling in 2021. So we packed up our stuff and left Ireland, Dublin, where we met in 2021. The middle of like, what are you doing? Put your mask on. We left in the middle of all of that stuff. And then we got on a plane and we flew to Germany. We got interrogated in the airport, being like, why are you leaving? Like, where are you going? Do you have a job? And we're like, we have enough money, leave us alone. We're not coming back here anyway. We'll see you later. We went to Germany and we traveled around. And then we were like, okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
And then from there, we traveled through all of the countries that weren't heavily restricted, which turned out to be places like Albania and Mexico and a lot of those other sort of badass Balkan countries. So we stayed kind of in the Balkans, traveled around there. And then from there, we were like, ooh, we're running low on our money. So we were like, how can we make this work?
Yeah, but also wanting to step away from the EU because
what was
happening.
We noticed very sort of...
That's what I was pointing at.
The EU started going downhill really a long time before that. It was really a long time before that. But we really sort of noticed it in 2020. From 2020 up until now, it's really accelerated. Like hardcore accelerated, and a lot of you guys will agree with that if you're watching from the EU. And basically we went over to Asia because we wanted to escape how dark Europe felt.
And we actually thought we could, be part of an Asian country. We were looking at Thailand for a really long time. We're looking at Cambodia. We were looking at Indonesia. Actually, we spent probably a year, maybe 1.5 years in Indonesia. By the way, the biggest Muslim country in the world, just to mention it on the side as well, because so many people say that we are Islamophobic or something like that. We actually wanted to move to the largest Islamic country in the world.
We had a 1-year visa for Indonesia. We stayed in Indonesia literally for 7 months traveling around. We spoke to...
Not Bali, by the way.
Not Bali. We never even went to Bali. We only went there for like a family vacation at one point. And Bali, by the way, if you want to approach this from if you want to flip it on its head, right? Bali has too many white people in it. There's too many Europeans in Bali, and they all should go home as well. So like
It's the same situation, just switched, but it's also
flipped around.
Phuket is the same, and then in Sri Lanka, the south is all Hikkaduwa. Like
Bangkok,
many places around
Bangkok,
Asia.
Bangkok is one of our favorite cities in the world in Thailand, right? We love it. If we had the chance to, and if we had have decided to at the time, we wanted to live in Bangkok because we were like,
We have
wow,
lots of friends there. We love
so
the
many
culture.
friends, the culture, everything about it is gorgeous. But we realized we're just adding to the problem.
We're making the same problem, just the other way around. We're
making the
diluting the
same
culture.
problem, but flipped over. So like, what are we doing? We can't complain about the situation in Europe while we, as two white Europeans, are in Asia and being like, look at how cheap Asia is. Everything's €1. Oh my God. It's not the same cost for the locals. And all of the white people and all of the Europeans and all of the digital nomads and expats are like driving up the costs in Asia, pushing Asians out of their own homes and turning them into Airbnbs and whatever. And then we're like vlogging around being like, hey man, look at this food market. Oh my God, it's so amazing. And we realized while we were doing that, we were like, hold on a second. We keep talking to each other. We have all of these conversations with each other about how the direction Europe is going is really bad. So we were like, why don't we just go back and show it and talk about it and actually experience what it's like and stop adding to the issue that's happening in Asia.
Yeah, but it's also the realization that no matter how many Asian friends, how many Thai friends we have, how long we spent in the country, how much we try to assimilate, how much we learn the language, we will never be part of the community, no matter how much we try.
We'll never be locals in those communities. They will accept you, and if you learn the language,
they love that you are there.
We learned, both of us learned Indonesian. Both of us can speak Bahasa Indonesian, and we can communicate with the locals in the language. But we're never going to actually be a part of that community. We're also not going to convert to Islam, and we're not going to go down that road and all of that stuff. But we respect them and their culture, and you know what? Leave them to it and let them enjoy and make their country a great nation, and stop infesting places like Bali for no reason and being like, oh my God, look at this coconut bowl that I got for $30.
Anyway, we then decided, because of how we understood that we are part of the problem and the other way around, we then decided to use our platform this way. And I wanted to say that actually, because so many people keep asking us, why did we step away from making Haiti travel content?
Videos, yeah.
I mean, we're still doing travel content, just like a different flavor, I suppose.
It's a very different flavor. We basically realized that if we're going to be making these videos and we have a voice and we've built up a platform, we need to talk about things that we're talking about in private, but do it publicly. And that way we feel like we're sort of voicing things and voicing the opinions that a lot of people, like we said, can't do. And that's what we've gotten in terms of feedback so far. Yes, we get hate comments. We get people that are constantly, we get angry death threats. We get a lot of very severe comments, but that's part and parcel of it. It's a very divided situation currently in the world. A lot of people are on both sides, and that's exactly how it's been constructed. It's to keep people, someone's listening to us, it's to keep people divided, keeps everybody at each other's throats. So what our goal is with our videos is to shed light on the situation. And now in this year, we want to also shed more light and more context, and also get across the message that it's not all about the division. It's about a lot of things, and we're going to touch on all of that in the upcoming video. I don't want to overshare about what we're going to be talking about.
Somebody is asking where all the immigrants are going in Greece, and if they're just in Crete. They're actually not. They're not in Crete
at all.
They are there for like a few moments. It feels like maybe they arrive there and they are being sent to Athens immediately.
They just pass through. So basically, they rock up to Crete. From a lot of countries like Libya and a lot of countries like Algeria and Morocco and places like that. And they float up to the shore, they get intercepted, they get brought to the processing center. which is very shielded. We went straight up to the gates of the processing center where we were met with two armed guards. We were like, okay, we're not going to push these guys. But we filmed some of the windows, and it's all blacked out. It's all very private. They get processed there, and then they go straight into Athens. And then from Athens, they go basically wherever they want. And a lot of times it's countries that have a developed social welfare system
It's usually
for obvious reasons.
countries like Germany, like the Netherlands, Ireland at the moment is starting now as well, Sweden and so on. Just like sort of the countries that, have systems in place to catch the immigrants that are arriving there.
The worldview is close to ours. It's a shame that even your home countries have a different perspective. As a married couple of 40 years, we're proud of you. Thank you very much.
From
Planeta
Kraków.
in Krakow. What a beautiful city Krakow is. Drink tea in Poland like you should. No milk or sugar.
empty.
That's what we're doing right now. I still have some. It looks like dehydrated pea in a cup, but
Hello?
it's saffron. It's saffron
It's
tea.
saffron tea from Greece.
Saffron tea from Greece. If you're gonna, this is a little bit of a hack, right? Don't add sugar to your tea. Obviously, you're a lunatic if you do. Saffron tea, just as it is, man, it's very, very good. And Greece does some incredible tea as well. Some cities in Europe are still okay, like Prague, Budapest, Munich, Strasbourg. Not everything is lost. I absolutely agree. I've no idea about Strasbourg. I know Munich is absolutely beautiful. I've heard a lot of people say it is. We've been to Budapest. Budapest is gorgeous city. And there's a lot of cities that are in Europe, and particularly European cities outside of the EU that are phenomenal places to be. And a lot of the towns in countries that are in Europe but outside of EU are gorgeous. So underrated. The entire country of Albania, by the way. If you guys are ever thinking about a very underrated country that hasn't been properly...
We did 6 months there.
We did 6 months there.
So beautiful.
And it hasn't been really tapped into. It's starting to gain some tourism now. The fall of communism in the early 90s, that sort of from then on, since Enver Hoxha fell and all of that stuff, the Albanian people, they really are wonderful. The nature that's there is unbelievable. They're very, very kind people, welcoming
Somebody
people.
said much love from Albania. You gotta go the double-headed eagle.
Albanian double-headed eagle. Skanderbeg, by the way. Come on, Skanderbeg.
Christian warrior. A lot of Albanians apparently are not aware of that.
Skanderbeg is like the defender of Christianity when it comes to Europe. He's up there with like Sobieski from the Winged Hussars of Poland. Like some real, like proper, like defending Christian Europe. Vlad the Impaler. That he's on like that level. Like Vlad the Inhaler. Remember the meme?
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler is another one.
Have
from
you ever
Romania.
been to Argentina? No.
We have not been to Argentina.
Apparently, there's a lot of Germans there.
There's a lot of Germans over in Argentina, apparently. I wonder how they got there. How did they get over there? They took boats over there as well, didn't they? Sneaky Germans. What are you doing going over to Argentina? Was it paperclip?
I think it was part of the paperclip resulted out of that move, I think.
What do you say to people who say the EU is good to have negotiating power against the US, China? To be honest, we're actually just watching an interview. I don't know if any of you guys watch Tucker Carlson, but we were just watching an interview with Tucker, and he was having a conversation with some guy. I don't know his name. Please forgive me. I'm not that involved with people's names and stuff like that, but he was a Russian dude. And he's very close to a lot of the stuff that's happening in Russia. And he basically said that Russia, China, and a lot of these other sort of BRICS nations, they literally view the EU as a laughingstock.
I mean,
so
understandable though.
And it's understandable in a lot of ways.
If I was Russia, I would also look at Germany what is going on there?
If you're looking at a country, right, or EU is not a country, if you're looking at the EU, and you have these like sort of absolutely destructive things that are happening constantly, like the whole thing surrounding like gender ideology, for example. I don't want us to get completely taken off the internet right now.
Maybe just...
But like, if you if you don't know, if you're a man or a woman, and you don't know the difference between a man or a woman, you're not going to be able to negotiate deals with people in Russia, with China, with America's in a similar situation. But like you have all of this stuff happening in the EU in particular, where it's just like maths is racist apparently. It's like, hold on a second, 1 + 1. That's racist. How is that supposed to be?
Let's try not to get demonetized here.
How is that reality? How can you say sentences like that?
Let's just say, like, the ideology of the EU is very, very different, for example, compared to Russia. Russia is more like a military-focused nation, very, very strong, discipline, very, like, riding the bear or whatever.
Fighting bears.
Bears.
That's what they do over there, apparently.
It's just, I don't know, it's just not...
By the way,
not a negotiating partner. I feel like
some people are probably going to be like, are you guys pro-Russia? No, we're not pro anything other than our European Europe. We're pro-Europe. We're not pro-EU. We're pro-Europe, and we're pro-Christianity. Christ is king. That's why we say Christ is king at the end of every one of our videos, because the message is just very, very simple. Christ is king. Full stop. We need to get into some more of these live chats. I feel like we're just ranting to the
every
screen.
single year we say we're going to do more lives, but then we always, I don't know, something happens and that's it.
Yeah. I like you so much. Listening to you is like talking with myself in a good way. Thank you very much, Kate. That's really good to hear. There's a lot of people out there, believe it or not. There's more people than you think. It really is the silent majority of people in the world at the moment. I think actually 2025, from the moment that Charlie Kirk, when he lost his life, when his life was taken, from that moment on, there was a huge revival across a lot of the world.
Especially with the younger generation. I feel like
especially millennials, with the younger generation.
Like our generation, they were still like all a little bit like delusional and just no idea what's going on. But then sort of Gen Z, Gen Alpha and so on, I feel like they're a lot more based than millennials.
A lot of the younger, a lot of you boomers out there, right? If you're watching, if you're, I don't know, a lot of the older generation, okay? And I have nothing against you guys. I love you guys. But watch out for the younger generation. A lot of the younger people, they realize, they see what's going on, and they're very, very clued in to a lot of what's happening in the world at the moment. Like, very, very clued in. Like, more so than people who've spent years researching all of these different things. If you speak to like the average like 15, 16-year-old nowadays, it blows.
They're so smart.
It blows my mind.
It's insane.
They literally will give you the whole rundown about everything that's happening, and I'm like, what? Who are you talking to?
Somebody's saying Tucker Carlson is a little unhinged. Yeah, he is a little
unhinged. Yeah.
But he asks good questions, I feel like, here and there.
He approaches a lot of things with his own bias. The same goes for everybody. Joe Rogan just went woke. Yeah. Joe Rogan.
It's sad.
I was a big fan of him for a very, very long time. Both of us watched him.
We watched him every day.
We watched him religiously. But he seems to be just kind of a fence sitter when it comes to a lot of the important things that are happening. Like when the situation happened with Charlie, for example, he talked about it very, very little. Like,
was he not?
It happened while he was recording his podcast, and him and there was one other guest that he was interviewing at the time when it happened, and they both just kind of like.
Was it not Charlie Sheen or something?
Might have been Charlie Sheen, yeah, but they just kind of like they acknowledged it, and then that was it.
It just moved on, yeah.
It's like someone was literally.
Publicly, I lost it. I was crying. We were in England.
Publicly assassinated on a live stream in front of millions of people just because he voiced an opinion that some people didn't like. And the fact that they shot him in the throat, that is just, it was brutal. It really was brutal. was a horrific thing to witness, and I'm still to this day like I have very very clear sort of flashbacks to that
It's
where I'm
like
just
a
I cannot
like a
believe that
broken
it happened.
record, you know, it replays over and over. Somebody asked where our home is. We don't actually have a home.
We don't have a home. We literally live on the road. We live out of our backpacks.
It's
We have two
been
backpacks for the
5 years,
last 5 years. We've had two backpacks,
and that's it.
and it's less than 20 kilos, and that is everything that we own. We are the furthest away possible from being materialists. We think that joy does not lie in the things that you own. Joy lies in your memories, in connecting with people, in understanding the world, I guess, on a deeper level. And that is, you're not going to take a beautiful fast car with you to your grave. And that's not what you're going to be remembered for either.
Somebody is saying that they were left leaning, but now the left went totally insane. Yeah, it's the same for me. I was like hardcore left.
Naomi was a vegan.
I was a vegan for 7
She
years.
was
I
a
was
vegan for
like,
years.
I'm gonna rescue the world. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the goalposts, like I was sort of, I feel like traditional liberal, I suppose, sort of what Joe Rogan used to be, like in that way. And I feel like ever since 2019, 2020 happened, the goalpost just has been moved and moved and moved. And all of a sudden I was center, and now all of a sudden, you know, I don't know. I feel like though we shouldn't really talk about left and right anymore. I feel like we should be talking about common
good.
sense and not common sense, maybe.
It's not left and right. It's two wings of the same bird.
Yeah.
I've said this before, I think, in one of our videos. The left wing, the right wing, the anything wing, it's not about that anymore. It's definitely not about that. Every politician, if I'm being completely honest, there's not a single politician out there who's trustworthy anymore. They're all on the same team, and it's all a big playground. And that is basically what's happening at the moment. And you can see that very, very clearly if you're paying attention to anything that's happening in the world at the moment. It's all sort of just, it's put together very neatly, and it all plays out in due time. And it is by design, pieces of the puzzle, they fall together day by day. And we're given sports teams to follow. So you have the NFL and the NBA, and you have fast food, and you have all of these shiny things. You have designer clothes.
It's just entertainment.
You have all of this stuff that is put in front of you, and these ideologies that are put out there, and all of it is just intended to keep you distracted on the same stuff.
Thank you, Lisa Marks, for the
sorry,
super thanks.
Thank you very much for
Luke
the
is
super
a little
thanks.
bit, he's feeling a little bit ranty today. Maybe just drink your tea and relax.
I have a lot of output.
Are you two mad explorers because you get mad at what you see? Actually, we have been two mad explorers even before doing these types of videos. It was just sort of mad as in like crazy, not mad as in like angry. So like more the English way of mad.
If you can't tell from the rant that I just went on, and you still think that I'm a sane person, this is why we're mad explorers. So we like to go on like little tangents a lot of times in our videos, and we like to basically approach things from an unorthodox type of approach. It's different. We try and do things a little bit differently, and we try and go to places a lot of times that are a little bit left of field, I guess, and cover things that are not being talked about enough. A lot of people say that this topic, that when we're covering this topic, they'll say to us, you guys are jumping on the bandwagon. And I'm like, hold on a second. What bandwagon? There's who on YouTube?
What train are we on?
There's Kurt. So you have Kurt Kaz, who, fine, okay, he has his own approach. Kurt Kaz, probably a lot of you guys watch him as well. He has his own approach. He goes and like tries to instigate like fist fights with people. That's not our approach. We don't want to fight people. We don't want to go to prison. We don't want to have security. And there's a couple, maybe 2, 3 others that we know of that are actually talking about this on YouTube. I can't think of anybody else. There's a few other people maybe that are touching on it here or there, but it's not a bandwagon. If we were to jump on the bandwagon, we would be making super positive, glorified drone shot videos of how glorious places like Rome is, when that's not the reality. If you go there, it's not the reality.
Let's be honest, the easier way would be to just make shiny, nice content as
Really
we
nice
used
content.
to when we started out. That's easier, but it just at some stage it didn't feel like us anymore.
Didn't feel authentic
Like,
anymore.
Yeah, you can do and go and visit so many nice places, and that's content for some people, but it just felt like it wasn't us anymore. At the beginning, it was like, oh, this is what we're doing, this is the right thing to do, this is travel YouTube. But I don't know, it just felt like a little fake, I suppose, to us after a while. Somebody's asking what's the story with all the tattoos, and some look a little bit evil. No disrespect.
Yeah, so that's
We're not taking that as disrespect. It's just decoration, I guess.
it's basically, we both have backstories, and we have, both of us are in our 30s, so we've both lived lives, and we've both made decisions, especially during our younger lives, where we've gotten quite a bit of tattoos, and some of them we regret, some of them we don't regret. But
I have a cupcake tattooed on my ankle.
Naomi has a cupcake tattooed on her leg. So yeah, we went through a phase before we even knew each other, really, where we both kind of got into tattoos.
But there's nothing wrong with
not,
that. I feel like because it's sort of a decision that you can make for your own body, you're not really having an effect on somebody else's life.
Some people will argue, like, if you look at someone with tattoos, they will come across, like, if you look at someone and they have like tattoos all over them, they'll come across like very like edgy, and like a lot of, especially older people, they'll say like, oh, you look like you're a criminal or something like that, which we understand. I understand the viewpoint, but hey, it is what it is. We made some decisions, and some of them look terrible.
But
some of
it's
them don't.
I feel like it's part of life. It kind of like tells the life story of where you have been mentally in your life, and it's not really regretful. It's more like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person that has regrets. That's just where you were at that moment in time.
A lot of the stuff that we got, like tattoos that we got, are like just memories. They're just stuff from places in the world. Like I have a tattoo from Cambodia.
Me too.
I have some from Thailand. I
Me
have
too.
some from random places.
Dublin.
Corners of the world where we have ended up in, and that was it.
Somebody's saying I'm older and I've been wide awake. Suzanne is saying that. Wide awake since the 90s, but wide awake since
2008.
So we have a elderly wise in the room with us. Is that then during the financial crisis, probably?
Yeah, 2008 crash.
I would have loved to be awake by that time, but
2008
I was in my teens.
Yeah, we were both little youngins at that stage.
Ooh. Somebody's asking, is from St. Petersburg, Vitaly. From St. Petersburg is asking if we have any plans on visiting Russia. I wish.
So we would love to see Russia. We actually were like relatively close with backpacker Ben, who is a good friend of Bald and Bankrupt. And Bald and Bankrupt sort of, a lot of his videos inspired us to look towards Russia as like a possibility to visit. But up until now, we've never really made the time or made the actual effort to do the whole visa situation and stuff. This year, the plan for us is to cover a good bit more of Europe, and then hopefully we're going to make our way over to the US, and then who knows?
Torsten is, thank you so much, Torsten, for the €5 super chat.
Nice.
Maybe come to Bremen, Germany. Everything is run down outside city center. Love your channel. We're actually going to be not far from Bremen, probably soon.
Yep.
We might actually
have some videos coming your way, some more videos coming your way from interesting spots in Germany, and a couple of other very interesting countries when it comes to Europe and the situation that's going on at the moment. And we have some very big collaborations and stuff like that is in the works too. Let's see.
Somebody's saying Erica Kirk got over it very quick. I love all of the memes,
all the memes.
All of the memes on Instagram that you see where it's like
Erica just lost her husband.
Some people some people
There's
mourn
fireworks
this way,
going
some
off.
people mourn that way, and then there's like Erica Kirk and it's like, you know, John Cena entering WWE or something like that. It's crazy.
Insane.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh my God, I'm so fed up with wokeness. I feel lucky to live in one of the few countries in the EU who is not really Latvia. In the Baltics, things are still safe and I can walk alone at night. Yeah. That's a rarity, believe it or not, nowadays. Nowadays in Europe, if you're a woman and you're a solo woman and you're out at night in a major city, you're very lucky. If you're very unlucky to be alone. It's a very dangerous situation in a lot of the major cities.
Reagan is saying, own nothing and be happy. And that statement is actually so true. I feel like at the beginning we have been sort of clinging on to the pearls, you know, we have been trying to carry everything that we own. And after a while you do realize that's not it.
But what he's actually referring to, you just made Klaus Schwab look really good. He's talking about, I hope you're referring to the WEF, the World Economic Forum. So the own nothing and be happy.
I thought it was
plan.
about how much
She just agreed with Klaus Schwab.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Who am I sitting beside?
Oh, now I get it. Sorry.
Hold on a second.
I thought
this live stream is getting zesty now.
I thought that this comment was coming from the point of view where we said that we gave everything away.
Yeah.
And are happier with that.
We own practically nothing. And we are
I am
genuinely
not for
happy.
the renting economy. I am for owning your own land, and don't take it this way. Also, don't attack me publicly.
I'm attacking her publicly.
How dare you?
We are going to own stuff eventually.
We're currently saving up to buy land. Okay, so we will buy.
We're gonna buy land. We're gonna start a community of like-minded people. Like you guys, it's not going to be a cult, I swear. We're going to start a community of like-minded people somewhere nice, eventually.
Someone is saying that they are from Morocco, Zakaria from Morocco. I like your content, thank you, and you're welcome in Morocco. We would like to come to Morocco. That's actually some really good food as well.
And Morocco for Moroccans.
James is saying, I was lefty too. Yeah, I think all of us were kind of lefty. That's sort of like...
I've always had very...
Yeah, you are the unicorn of the...
I've had hardline views since the day I was born, baby. The devil has taken over many people, but Jesus will win. Who is Satan in the face of God? He wouldn't even exist. Yeah, that's very true.
That's a funny thing to say.
Believe it or not, since we started talking more publicly about being Christians in a lot of our videos, we have received a lot of pushback from atheists and from a lot of people on the opposite side of the view of the coin. In our eyes, they're still God's children. They're still creations of God. And they wouldn't be pushing back against the idea of God if they didn't think that he existed.
It's also, if you are a conspiracy theorist, let's say it like that, if you go down a lot of rabbit holes, if you go down too far, you end up with the answer of Jesus nearly every time. And I feel like that's what happened to us.
He's at the bottom of every hole. Yeah. He's also at the top of every hole.
I was super duper religious when I grew up, like crazy religious, going to prayer festivals every single weekend. And then sort of the teens came along and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a hard lefty. And somehow through all of the rabbit holes, stop looking at me like that.
This one over here.
This one. Somehow through all of the rabbit holes we came back around, so it's fine. I think you have to go through your own journey. If you can avoid it, don't do it, but it's good to see it for yourself.
Marty, thank you very much for the super chat.
You are amazing.
$20. That's crazy. That can probably get us, let's see. If you go to New York City, what can $20 get you? Probably a kick in the nuts. In Eastern Europe, in Poland, $20
We
can
could
get
just
you
got
like a
like
really nice dinner.
we just got shopping for 2 days for $20 pretty much,
2 days worth of shopping,
including
for
meat and everything. So
the
like,
equivalent of about $20 for 2 days worth of food.
are you guys going to have kids someday? Yes,
Yes.
100%. We're gonna like have a football team.
We're gonna literally have the Los Angeles Chargers equivalent of children.
May God reward you with children. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mike, thank you so much for
Thank
the
you
super
so
thanks.
much again for the super chat.
Ran across.
We've already been on this for over an hour. We're gonna
Yeah.
just keep going until the phone battery dies.
Ran across your channel about 6 months ago. Been watching ever since. Thank you so much for
Thank you very much.
staying with us for such a long time.
It is all divide and conquer. Whoops. Sorry, we
Sometimes
skipped. The live chat on YouTube is a little bit fidgety, so please
Yeah.
forgive us if we're a little bit slow. Generally, we are both a little bit slow, but not as slow as the live chat on YouTube. It's
This
all
one-
divide and conquer,
left,
left and right. Yeah, 100%. Don't even pick a side anymore. Just, you know what? The only side that you need to fully commit to is the side of truth, the side of honesty, the side of love, the side of
Our Lord and Savior.
the Lord and Savior.
The world is whacked.
The world's whacked. I think some of it is jab damage. Yeah, without getting into that too much, it's
We need to all stay on the positive side of life, though, because I feel like the more negativity we see, the more negative thoughts we have, the more that this might sound weird, but the more the devil wins. It's just if you're letting it get to you that much, you're also putting yourself into a position where you might not be able to get back out. So yes, see evil, acknowledge it, fight it, but don't let it get you down.
us as Christians, a lot of times, and please let us know in the chat, because we don't want to come across like we're preachers or anything like that. But
Maybe a little bit here and there.
us as Christians, a lot of times people will say Christians are commanded to be meek, small, and not confrontational.
You should read
But
the book of Maccabees.
If you read the book of Maccabees, if you read deep into the Bible and you truly sort of contextualize it and you do a lot of study, it takes an unbelievable amount of study to be able to sort of decipher a lot of the things in the Bible. Christians are not commanded to be weak. Christians are not commanded to always sort of lie flat and take anything that's coming towards them. It's quite the opposite if you really look into it.
How do you fund your trips? YouTube.
YouTube. So you guys, every one of you that's watching this, you guys, just by being present and watching our videos, that is the thing that keeps us going. So the community on YouTube, which in this last sort of couple of weeks, because of New Year's and Christmas and a lot of that stuff, it probably feels like we've been a little bit absent. We've just been taking time to ourselves because we were very much burnt out. But we really want to let you guys know that it's because of you. It's because of the community. It's because of you as viewers. Every time you share a video, comment on a video, anything like that, that is the reason that we're able to live this way. If it wasn't,
We're so grateful for that.
If it wasn't for the platform of YouTube, sometimes we have a lot of issues with YouTube, especially when it comes to freedom of speech and stuff like that. But in general, it's the audience that comes, you guys that come to this platform. That's what keeps us on our feet and traveling around and exposing a lot of different things and talking about different things. And yeah, we really, really are appreciative of every single person in here and every one of you on our videos as well, because a lot of people cannot make it to the live stream because time zones exist. Wow.
Instigating fights is not a way toward discovery. You're
Yeah.
right, Marty.
Last thing we want is fights.
We just sort of, I suppose, are seeking to understand people through the content that we're making. Just having conversations with people, seeing how other people live in other parts of the world, what the situation is, if life is good, if life is bad, whatever it might be.
Feedback from a lot of the
It's
locals.
better.
local feedback. So when a lot of times when we go to different cities or towns, the first thing we do is we go to a church and we go to a restaurant. You want to taste the food and you want to see how the church looks and who's going there, and talk to the locals and understand what their viewpoints are. And you'll very quickly establish what is going on and what sort of situation is the city is in or the town is in. Let's see.
Adam saw that I stole your tea, and I will do it again.
It's very good tea, in fairness. TME is way better than TMZ. You're damn right about that. TMZ is just garbage. Same with CNN. Garbage. Same with CNBC. Garbage. BBC. Garbage. All of these mainstream news things, I don't even know. If you have a TV, like we have a TV here in our place that we're staying in right now, we have a TV. If it doesn't have the option for YouTube,
example one.
If it doesn't have the option for YouTube, we don't turn it on. Because all of the programming and all of that stuff, there's a reason why it's called programming. I'll leave it at that.
You want me to read the German comment?
Yeah.
Serafin is saying, Naomi, wir sagen, wer mit 20 nicht links ist, hat kein Herz. Wer aber mit 40 nicht rechts ist, hat kein Hirn. So she's saying, or she, who is not left when they're 20 years old doesn't have a heart, but if you're not right by the age of 40, you don't have a brain. You're right. Very much.
Let's see. You're doing amazing work at showing truth. I share your videos with loved ones who are oblivious and saying it's not that bad in West Europe. And through you, they see that it's indeed gotten worse. Well, that's good. The whole idea of all of our videos, a lot of our videos is just basically for getting people to talk to each other. The more people that have chats with each other about these things, the more things happen.
We feel like ever since end of 2019, 2020 happened, people just stopped talking to each other. And that's a very bad thing. I feel like everybody needs to talk to everybody, no matter who they are. And that's the only way to find common ground.
That's the reason why Charlie's death was such a sad event, because he was literally was just there to talk to people. He talked to people from every side of the coin, and they murdered him for it. You guys are authentic, and I love it. We love you, and we love you guys for watching us. It really, really helps us a lot to keep going. Who doesn't like cupcakes? That's very true. I very obviously like cupcakes. When you visit the world, do you visit ancient sites and really question if it's really our civilization? Who created them? I'm such a fan of both of you. God bless. Yes, both of us are big into history. A lot of times we try and sort of add history into some of our videos. But for some reason,
people are not interested in history. It's so sad. For some reason,
when it comes to YouTube, if you do historical topics or a lot of things like that, people just seem to tune out really fast. And a lot of the videos on history, they don't get picked up or received very well. But history is the foundation of humanity a lot of times, other than our creator.
I just saw my dad comment, hello.
Oh, Naomi's
Hello,
dad.
Papa.
Naomi's dad is in the live stream. He was our original OG fan back in the day when we started. You and Itchy Boots are very authentic. Oh, we have to include Ben from Bald and Bankrupt. Yeah, Itchy Boots is great.
Love her.
She's very daring with a lot of the stuff that she does. She hops on her motorbike and just cruises through Africa.
So fearless.
She has no
intense
ounce. She doesn't have an ounce of fear. You guys have been around the world, kinda. Which place would you recommend going to? Wow, that's a big question. So it really depends on what you're looking for. We have a couple of favorite countries that I guess you could call our favorites, and one of them, if you're in that part of the world, is Mexico. So Mexico is a beautiful place. Unfortunately,
not the tourist parts.
Not the tourist part. Do not go to Tulum or
Cancun.
Cancun, or a lot of these other places where the resorts are and all of that stuff. There's a lot of that's where, believe it or not, you'll find the majority of the cartel
And the
activity
issues,
and stuff like that. Go off into the smaller towns.
Chiapas was our favorite state, probably.
Chiapas is beautiful.
Like the least visited state.
A lot of the northern parts up around where Mexico City is gorgeous, and the Mexican food, oh, it's so good. And we have a good few other countries as well.
In terms of Asia, just see it all.
In Asia, you just have to see as much as you can. We have a lot of places in Asia that we didn't cover. We have a lot of places in Asia that we traveled to that we didn't make videos about as well. But Asia is a place that needs to be tapped into if you love travel, because it's just so diverse in terms of, and I don't mean diverse in that way, I mean diverse in the way of you can literally be knee deep in snow,
yeah,
and then walk, or not walk, but fly for half an hour and be in a city where it's like roasting hot.
I also feel like Asian culture is still very pronounced, I suppose.
Asian culture is very strong.
It's actually different, where in the European context, I feel like we are sort of all getting closer and closer culturally, and everything is sort of merging and blurring together, and it's difficult to say who's who and what is what. In Asia, it's still like, okay, I am in Cambodia. I know I'm in Cambodia because it's Cambodia.
Yeah, exactly. Cambodia feels like Cambodia. France doesn't feel like it's France, though.
Well, France just feels the same way as Germany does.
France just
I'm
feels
sure
like,
French people don't want to hear that.
Oui, oui.
Wait, no.
No, no.
Lantern of Liberty is saying, I think it's awesome that her German accent has an Irish tint. Some people say that. I don't hear it at all.
It's there.
I feel like I have more of an American accent because of the content that we're listening to.
A lot of people try and say that both of us sound
that we're Americans,
like Americans.
Or Canadians.
Which is an interesting thing to say, in fairness. It's probably just because of how much we've travelled. Sometimes our accent can come across a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a...
It's a blend. It's a hybrid accent.
How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking, and do you ever argue?
We met
in the gym.
We met in the gym.
Old school.
Of all places. So I used to work in a gym. I helped people to get muscly and to lift big weights and to gain weight, because when I was younger, I had a lot of issues gaining weight. Basically, I was very skinny and I was very small. So I helped a lot of people to build muscle and to feel better about themselves, and that was my job. And then Naomi happened to join the gym that I was working in, and we ended up seeing each other a bunch, and I ended up basically stalking her on Instagram. I was like, oh, she's cute. And then I just sent her a message one day when she was in the gym.
And I fell for it.
And she fell for it.
Do you ever argue? I guess. I mean...
Everybody argues.
Everybody argues, but I feel like our arguments are more like deep discussions that are a little bit political and stuff like that. Not necessarily left versus right, but we're like, and have you seen this? And did you see that? And what do you see? You know, and then we just put together our conspiracy theories. That's the part that we maybe argue about, but not like in bad blood or whatever. That no.
Yeah, we both just rant at each other basically sometimes, and we disagree on a lot of different things. But you don't have to agree with everything. Who does? Like who actually agrees on everything? It would be very boring.
Yeah.
It would be interesting for you to go to Armenia, Romania, and Georgia.
Been to Romania, been to Georgia.
Been to Romania and been to Georgia.
Armenia, interesting.
These are the most religious Christian countries considered culturally European. Although Armenia is in Asia, Georgia is in both. Absolutely true. It's disgraceful what happened in Armenia, by the way. So Armenian Christians, they've been persecuted.
Slaughtered.
For such a long time. And we've heard a lot of stuff that's been happening over there, especially with the autonomous region in there. There's a lot of really sort of divisive stuff that has happened in that region. And believe it or not, we wanted to go there back during the period at the height of the actual tension there between Azerbaijan and Armenia. and we ended up going into Georgia instead. But I think we need to at some point
Make a way back
get over
around.
to Armenia, because I believe that is the first Christian nation, so the first nation to actually declare itself Christian. So it's a fascinating place. There's so many monasteries. There's the Sevan Lake, and like I said, the monasteries would be the main reason why I would be interested in going there, because yeah, you can just go off into the mountains and disappear and go into the monasteries and have a talk to people and eat some good food.
Yes.
And yeah, Armenia definitely seems like a legit place to travel to.
Saskia is saying, I would love for you to come to South Africa to report on what the terrorist aligning ANC is doing to our once first world beautiful country, and show how Africans live in squalor
Squalor, yeah.
because of them.
The
Would
ANC,
love to go to Africa, to South Africa for sure. We have lots and lots of friends that actually live in South Africa, and we've been considering it for a while.
South Africa, the situation over there with the ANC and with all of that stuff, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And we hear a lot of different things happening. There's a lot of blackouts, electricity blackouts. The crime is through the roof. There's whole areas of South Africa where you cannot go if you're a white person. And yeah, it sounds like mental, like literally mental. And like I said, we do know some people that are over there, and they're telling us a lot about the different situations. There's a lot of people who are really suffering in terms of economically. There's huge amounts of homelessness.
We met lots and lots of South Africans all across Asia, but usually sort of building their own business, and they're saying that they just
They
cannot
can't live there. Yeah.
live in South Africa anymore, and it's really sad if you actually like spend some time talking to them. Love South Africans, love a good braai, a barbecue.
A braai, biltong as well. If you've ever had South African biltong,
We were invited by a South African family in the Philippines to have a braai with them. That was really nice.
unbelievable food. I would love for you to come to South. Oh, sorry, you just read that.
Yeah.
Enjoy your videos. So Frank Carroll. Wow, Frank Carroll.
From Scotland.
You sound,
Very Irish name
you
though.
sound like an Irishman. Enjoy your videos. I'm from Scotland, but know Poland well, as my wife is Polish and my grandfather was Polish. P.S. Particularly liked your video from Łódź, a Polish hidden gem.
Love Łódź.
Łódź is
And good choice with the wife as well.
good choice on the way.
Polish women are great.
Yeah, Polish women are they're great people, and Polish men are great, and yeah, thumbs up Poland. All in all, thumbs up Poland. It's a great country, and did I mention? Because I keep talking about food, Polish food. Oh man, it's top notch.
Scott just asked there as well if we are Orthodox. That's maybe a conversation by itself. We're both Catholics, Roman Catholics.
Catholics.
So obviously Luke is from Ireland, so he's a Roman Catholic, and my mom is from Sicily, so I'm a Roman Catholic. But we are currently looking at
potentially converting to Orthodoxy.
But
so
Christian Orthodoxy.
Christian Orthodoxy.
Not Jewish Orthodoxy. Don't get that mixed up. Yes.
Ah, you're both lovely. Thank you very much, Tricia. Are you guys still living in Europe? Says the Berliners. So we don't. We've said this now like a few times, but I'll say it again because like obviously there's new people joining the live, and thank you very much. I can't believe how many people are here. But
so many. Oh my God! I didn't even notice.
We don't live anywhere. We don't have an actual residence. We just are on the road, basically going from place to place, covering these topics, and hopefully making them somewhat interesting. There's a UK couple riding motorcycles from Miami to San Francisco right now. That's cool.
Need to look them up.
That's a nice road trip. Let's see. Leave the cities, says
Amen
Yoko.
to that.
Amen. Yeah. Cities, unfortunately, generally have turned a lot of cities in the world have turned into like hellscapes, basically.
Yeah, but I feel like
it's really crazy.
I feel like a lot of Europeans, and obviously including ourselves as well, we are sort of moving away from our countries. We're moving away from the cities, but the issue is we are creating a vacuum that's going to be filled by something else or somebody else, and that might long term also create issues. So moving away is maybe not always the right answer. That's why we're coming back.
That's why we're coming back.
It took us 3 years in Asia to realize that we need to come back. Come back around.
Europeans need to stay, because this message it's the same for absolutely everybody in the world. Europeans need to make Europe good. We need to come together as Europeans, and we need to focus on rebuilding everything before we lose it forever. We need to reproduce. We need to start going to church more. We need to pick up Bibles. We need to get off a lot of the apps and stuff like that. We need to rebuild families. We need to connect closer to our communities, rebuild a lot of that stuff, because all of this stuff, once it's gone, is gone. It's gone.
It's gone, boy. If you want to see a depressing town, come to Gelsenkirchen. It was relatively nice in the 80s when I grew up, but now it's like small Kabul. Nothing against migrants in general, many friends migrants.
Yep.
I actually remember Gelsenkirchen is like, it's not far from where I grew up. I remember Gelsenkirchen in the 2000s, like early 2000s. It was fine. Ruhrgebiet general was fine. Now it's really, really difficult. Yep. We're actually panning back around that area probably not soon. Too far in the future, so we might actually end up in Gelsenkirchen as well.
Possibly. Owning nothing through choice is fine, says Neil.
Through force, not so much.
Through force, that's not good. If someone comes and takes your house, or someone burns down your village and says it was a forest fire, and then buys your house for cheap, that's not good. Let's see, we're after losing the comments again. The live chat is a bit tricky sometimes, but hey, we'll read some of the newer ones, okay? So some of the newer chats, will scroll down. Wow, thank you for joining the channel membership. So that's another way you guys can support us if you want to. You really don't have to, but you can become a member of the channel. And it basically is like a monthly thing. It's like, I think maybe $5 a month or something. And if you become a member, it's just like an ongoing thing. And YouTube, it takes like a portion of it anyways, but every little helps, as Tesco says. That's what Tesco says.
Does it?
I think so.
I'm from UK, but my roots are from Sri Lanka. I learned a lot and places when you visited there. That was so lovely. I really enjoyed both your videos.
Amazing.
We love Sri Lanka. Many friends again.
Sri Lanka is beautiful. We have probably about a couple hundred friends that are over there.
That's
we know
the thing.
So many people in Sri Lanka.
When you start traveling, you actually leave like a piece of your heart in every country. I personally, and I do have to say, I did have some issues in Sri Lanka while being sexually harassed and stuff like that. But I still love Sri Lanka, and that's just generally what happened. It's anecdotal experience, I suppose.
Generally, Sri Lanka is stunning.
So beautiful.
Let's see. In Sicily, we were surprised by a highway through the mountains reminiscent of the Tatra Mountains with a slightly New Zealand feel. Sicily's gorgeous.
Beautiful. We've been there last year in August, I believe, but we didn't film a video.
We didn't film any video in Sicily. We were planning on covering a little bit of Palermo, because Palermo as a city, it's kind of nasty. But it was a family trip, so we're not gonna go around and like try and film like a video when we're with family. We'd rather just live in the moment and appreciate where we are.
Somebody asked, is the girl from Germany? I'm half and half German, half Italian.
And
I nearly forgot where I was from. I was like, where am I from?
I'm Irish.
Hello guys from Serbia. Hi to Serbia. Another country that we need to see.
Country that we haven't been to yet. Serbia, very strong Serbian Orthodoxy. You guys know all about how to sort of keep a country great, I guess. You guys in Serbia have been through a lot of hardships, a lot of difficulty. Same with everywhere in the Balkans and really all over the world, obviously. But Serbia is a country that has really sort of endured, and the people there seem to be very, very warm as well.
What do you think of the joke that is the Anglican communion with a female archbishop? of Canterbury being appointed. Not to do Christian bashing here, but sorry, it's just heresy at that point. And that's coming from a female. So that's why I didn't want him to answer it, because I think that a female needs to answer that.
If I was
I
to
don't-
answer it, our live stream would be pulled
Yeah,
off
I
the
don't.
internet.
I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think females should be priests or bishops or nuns. Yeah, nuns. Nuns is fine. Hello, Mirja.
Miran Vanity, wow. Thank you. Another super thanks. Thank you so much for your videos. You might have saved me from hell, because I actually thought I would be okay going on a city trip in the EU on my own as a blonde woman. Sadly, not possible. It depends. It really depends on the city that on the cities that you're choosing to go to. There are some cities that's absolutely that they're fine. Some of them, don't do it. If you value peace of mind, something might not happen, but if you value your peace of mind and you like your possessions, yeah, you might not want to do it. Hello from Maya. Hello, Maya. That's Naomi's dad's.
It's my stepmom.
Naomi's stepmom. Yeah, that's the way to put it. What state in the United States are you most interested in traveling to? I almost read I almost read that like an American. What state in the States are you most interested
I
in
really
traveling
want to visit the Amish, so Pennsylvania. Have German apple pie with the Amish, why not?
Naomi wants to see the Amish for some reason. I think that would be really interesting, but for me, something I'm very interested in is Appalachia. I really want to see Appalachia. I want to see the Appalachian Trails, Virginia, Kentucky, and
country roads,
and
North Carolina,
Southern hospitality. We want to like see like the real South, Alabama, Tennessee, Texas.
We're just gonna end up with all of the states.
We're probably
gonna
we're gonna do all the states probably. If we have 90 days, why not?
If we get the visa, that is.
Yeah, if we're allowed to go there with our opinions.
Did you like the food in China? Yes.
We love the food in China.
Who doesn't like Chinese food? What kind of a question
Although
is that?
Chinese food outside of China is very different.
Yeah.
If you have an opinion about Chinese food and then you go to China, it's very different. It's not fried spring rolls.
I feel like Chinese food outside of China is usually like Shenzhen, Hong Kong type of area.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Malaga Travels says, lovely surprise this live stream it is. You're one of my top 3 channels I follow. Thank you for showing us what's going on.
Are you making content about Malaga?
Are you making videos about Malaga? I've extensively traveled Europe and now it's breaking my heart. Yeah, it's the same with us. We've been in our own journeys as well before making videos. We both extensively traveled Europe a lot, and we're both 90s. We're both born in the 90s, and we were raised sort of, in my opinion, the 90s and the early 2000s. That was like the time. And all of Europe during that stage, that was like the place to be.
Stefan Häuser is saying, or Steven Häuser, you're not welcome in my country. Well, I'm very sorry to tell you, but if we have a passport and we have a visa,
oh my God,
we're going anyway.
We're not welcome.
That's all right.
Whatever.
What country are you from? Yeah, just tell us what country you're from. But judging from your name, I would say it's probably a Germanic country, which means that we don't even need a visa to go. And I'm probably from there.
I'd say he's an American. Because it's only really...
then you're a German in America, just to say it to you.
Yeah. But either way, this whole thing of you're not welcome here or whatever like that, that's fine. If you don't want us there, that's totally fine. We're still gonna go there, because we have...
we don't need permission.
We have curiosity, and we want to explore.
Peter Santanello has a lot of good videos when he visited the Amish communities, and we watched every single one of them. Yeah. Especially the one with
Peter Santanello is fantastic.
He had this one fella that was from the Amish community. I forgot his name. It was really nice videos.
Jessica Guspar says, you are welcome here in America and we want you here. That's why we're coming. Because we have a lot more Americans that want us there than the bum bags like this Steven guy that don't. Um, I don't know if Stephen Hauser is American.
Let's not bash poor Stephen.
I am, and we're absolutely welcome in America. So that's good to hear.
Europe has haunted places also. Yes, Europe has a lot of haunted places. Yes.
Barbara says Stephen Hauser is an idiot. Thank you, Barbara.
Stop bashing Stephen.
God, Stephen.
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 You're welcome in Canada too. It's so cold here. Yeah, well, winter time, no? Canada also has really hot summers, I suppose. It's sort of both, no?
Canada has some hot summers. You also have, absolutely freezing cold winters. But Canada is in a very, very peculiar situation. Justin Trudeau, wow, that guy's a ball bag. That's all I have to say about him.
Hello, guys from Greece. Kalispera. I'm currently learning Greek, believe it or not.
Naomi,
I will soon be fluent, and nobody can do anything about it.
Naomi's on a journey to learn Greek at the moment. Please come to America and show the blue states decay. Yeah, a lot of the blue states, a lot of the sanctuary cities, a lot of those types of places. Yeah, it's bad. These are places a lot of times that we see, they keep popping up over and over, and people keep trying to say about how bad they are, and then they just keep getting worse. Because a lot of the things that are happening in America it's all about who's governing the state. It's the mayors, it's the electorates in those specific states, and those are the people who judge the outcomes of what happens. And surprisingly, in places like New York City and in Chicago,
hello, New Mexico,
Chicago as well, a lot of these major
Israel.
cities, the crime is mental, like insane. People just walk into the stores and take what they want and leave.
If it's under 900 euro, no?
If it's under a certain amount in Los Angeles, like if it's like under $1,000 or something, it's crazy the stuff that's going on in a lot of those cities. What about Australia? So yeah, Australia, we get a lot.
Many friends in Australia. We also have
a lot of friends over in,
I speak like Yoda
in
now.
Australia as well. Australia, a lot of the major cities, a lot of people are saying there's a lot happening in those places too. It is a very, very far way away from where we are, but it's not off the books. It's not off of the cards. We very possibly will end up over there at some point.
Yes, I don't know. I feel like we sort of tried to limit the countries for 2026, and we
keep adding them.
I wrote a contract, right, with the countries that we had agreed to, and it was already broken. So, yeah.
Rowan says, I would definitely enjoy your point of view of America. I hope I lost a comment. I hope your time when you get here. Thank you very much. It's glad, we're happy to hear that we have a huge amount. I think it's around 30 or 35% of our audience
is American now.
Is American, which is a large amount of you guys. So it's interesting that you guys are very invested in what's going on in Europe, because so much of America, your ancestry is tied to the continent of Europe. A lot of the people who built America were people who came over from Europe.
People have a choice to not take drugs. They aren't forced. Yeah, you're correct.
Absolutely correct. San, by the way, I see a lot of your comments. You are amazing.
Love from Germany. Love back to Germany.
Love back to Germany.
How do you deal with haters and death threats? I can only imagine how scary that must be as a content creator, especially if you travel everywhere.
We get a lot of hate. We get a lot of death threats.
Yeah, but you have to say as well, we have made 4.5 years of only positive content, and we received probably about the same amount of death threats. So
just as many.
It doesn't actually matter what kind of content you make. Like, don't get that wrong. And usually we ignore it. Just move on.
You just have to ignore people, because people will like you or hate you no matter what you do. No matter what you do.
People literally gave us death threats because I was like, I really love this food.
Yeah.
Like,
People have
People,
messaged.
some people are just crazy. You can't do anything about
There's
it.
people out there who just genuinely, wholeheartedly hate their life.
I got a lot of hate from Dutch people because I put mustard on a frikandel.
She put mustard on us.
I'm German. I put mustard on everything. Are you crazy?
She put mustard on something, and people lost their minds. People were emailing us saying they're going to find us. It's mustard.
I love mustard.
Calm down. Jesus, mustard. Stephen's back. Stephen's again.
Oh, where's he?
He's letting us know that we need to keep our bigotry out of my country.
You just keep saying my country, but you don't say which country it is.
I'm certain it's the US. It's 100% the US.
You know what? I'm going to come and I'm going to bring my bigotry with me.
We're going to bring 2 extra bags of bigotry.
Salted.
And reserve them. We're going to cure them in salt just so they're extra salty for you. And then we're going to serve them on a big platter.
Okay.
Just for you. Because you don't want us there. Virginia here, your loyal fan. Thank you very much, Virginia. Beautiful state.
Maria Weigand, very German surname by the way, is saying that her grandparents had a German bakery in New York. Had is past tense, that's sad.
And by the way,
I want to visit it.
by the way,
I love bakeries all over the world.
Naomi just loves bakeries.
Yeah.
She can talk for days about bakeries.
Let's go bakeries.
Someone says, what bigotry, Stephen? You mean truth. So that's what Ursula says. Ursula Cook. Thank you, Ursula, for jumping in and getting on our team. But yeah, we genuinely are curious what you think it is that we have said that is bigotry. I'm from Ireland. So in case you don't know about the history of Ireland, we had 800 years of colonization from the British. The only native homeland of Irish people is in Ireland, a little island with 5 million people. For 800 years, we were second-class citizens in our own country. The Irish language got completely wiped out. And now, today, as of 2025, Ireland is quite literally experiencing a new wave of replacement. The cities, the villages, a lot of the towns, a lot of the rural areas where a lot of elderly people live, there are thousands of people that are just being pushed in there, and the local people of Ireland, the only place where they have to call home, is no longer theirs. So when you say bigotry, when I'm talking about trying to protect Europe, when we're talking about trying to maintain European values, European history, European traditions, keeping Europe a European place, what exactly is bigoted? I'm genuinely curious about that, because Americans on the left seem to have very, very clear, it's not clear, it's actually very clouded view as to what bigotry and racism is. Like, if you disagree with someone, you immediately say, oh, you're a racist, oh, you're a bigot.
But we just got that comment, by the way.
But please,
that's why I was laughing.
Just please explain what you mean instead of just saying all these names. We're not calling you any names. So I genuinely want to know. Someone says Stephen sounds like he lives in Minnesota.
Quality Leering Center.
The Quality Leering Center in Minnesota, yeah. That's probably where he lives, actually, in the basement of
Come
one of
to the
those places.
USA with the truth, and I don't care what you eat.
Yes, Artemis.
That's the way.
Come to the USA with the truth.
Greek name, by the way, no? Artemis?
Yeah. Stephen, again, my God. You know what, Stephen?
Oh.
You know what?
What is Stephen saying?
He says...
I didn't see him. Where are you, Stephen?
He says we're apparently not even Catholics or Christians and we don't read the Bible. Oh my God. Oh.
Let's talk about bakeries.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
The level of offense.
Don't put mustard on your bigotry.
I am this close.
Sorry.
I am this close from calling you a bigot. And you don't want me to do that, because that means you're a bigot.
There's the Dutch person. I actually put the mustard on the croquette, not on the frikandel.
Hell yeah.
That's also where mustard go. I'm gonna put mustard on a piece of cheesecake, if I have the choice.
Yeah. It's best to just ignore haters
Yeah.
online or laugh about them, but I absolutely believe that many people, in fact, are possessed by evil and demons, whatever you call it. Even my mother was, sadly. Yeah, a lot of that is out there. You see it when you speak to some people. You see it in a lot of the ways that people just sort of interact with others. If you're someone who just immediately jumps to being like, F you, you're a this, you're a this, you're a this, you're a this, and they immediately just start attacking and going on the offense, you know right there and then that, yeah, it's coming from a place of discontent within themselves.
Just so that you know, like, we don't actually know the majority of you personally.
Yep.
If you say some curse word towards us, okay, like, I don't know you.
If you want to hate us,
Come up to us and tell us.
Please, like, if you see us and you don't like us,
and like, not that we don't
just
want.
say it to us.
I'm not saying that we don't want to know. We actually do want to know and see and talk to each and every one of you, but
that's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen, so that's fine.
Someone says you're not bigots at all. Thank you very much.
It jumped again.
But hey, some people think we do. Hi, Stephen. Now people are just talking to Stephen.
Leave Stephen alone.
Leave Stephen alone. Stephen.
Poor Stephen.
I Stephen, if you're listening, if you're still listening, Stephen, from the bottom of the dingiest quality learning center in Minnesota,
we love you and we pray for you.
And we pray for you. And have a good...
I didn't think he was going to say that.
It's Friday. What are you doing on our live stream? Stephen?
It's Stephen.
Let's see. Spread peace and love, says San. Absolutely. Spread peace. Seeing the state of Germany, France these days is truly sad. Enough with the turn the other cheek Christianity and more of let's pick up the sword one.
Let's go Maccabees.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't disagree. Although swords, come on now.
It's, what year is it? 2026.
Were you going to say, she was going to say 2025.
I was going to say 2006.
It's 2006. We
don't ever
use swords
estimate
anymore.
me.
Oh, wow.
Caroline.
$20 from Caroline. Thank you very much. My husband and I in Houston, Texas, love y'all. Y'all. And still, I love how Texas people sound. I still crack up about the pee poo poo man flyer that we found one time. Can you all share what in-person persecution or pushback you receive in sharing your views? Christ is king. Christ is king.
Christ is indeed king.
We get a lot of pushback, but it's typically from comment sections, and it's typically from people that will never have an open conversation with us. If you dare to sit down and talk to us like we're doing right now on the live stream, I know that you guys can't talk to us right now like in person, but if you sit down and talk to us, you'll very quickly realize that we're just completely like regular people that just, we feel the need to express these things that are happening. We want to put them out there, and we want to do it. Yes, in some of the ways that we do it, it might be a little bit controversial and it stirs up some stuff, especially when we talk about Christianity and about religion and about some of the viewpoints that we might have on different things. But like I said, you're not going to agree with everything, and we don't need you to agree with everything that we say. In fact, we don't want people to just agree with us all the time. Like the whole point of this is to spark more conversation. The more conversation that we have,
let me say something.
The more conversation we have, and one-sided conversation, the better. Not only one-sided, but you know what I mean.
We actually tried to have conversations with a lot of left-leaning people for the videos, but no left-leaning people ever want to talk to us. We have approached NGO workers in Greece that
NGOs.
are working in the, the processing centers or whatever you want to call them. Nobody ever wants to talk to us, and we're not even angry people. We're just like, hey, what do you think about this or that? And nobody ever actually wants to answer the question. So
You go to anywhere. You go to like a Antifa march, for example, and you try and speak to people in Antifa. You try and speak to people who are on the left, and the first thing they say is, "Get away! I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to sit down with you." And then they throw
I don't
death.
know who you are.
They
It's usually the
throw.
first answer.
They immediately will start throwing out accusations without having sat down and actually just talked. And that's all that we want to do. We just want to hear what's happening and express our own views along the way.
Yes, the book is called Maccabees.
Maccabees, the Book of Maccabees. Yes, Maccabees. ABEES.
And you need to know that it's actually been curated out of 95% of Bibles.
Yeah.
So if you do find a Bible that is not curated, that is not censored, then you will find that book, and then you know you have a good Bible.
A lot of the Bible is one of the most, if not the most, censored piece of the book in history. It is constantly being censored. It's constantly being banned. It's in different countries, obviously. There's a lot of countries where it's banned. Same with a lot of other books, but it's interesting that people feel the need to ban such an important book in a lot of countries. Jesus is Lord, absolutely. Jesus is Lord. That's why at the end of every one of our videos, we try and remember always to get across that message.
Have you been to the Balkans lately? What are your thoughts on people and situation there? Greetings from Orthodox Christian from Montenegro.
Montenegro.
We have been in Albania actually in December.
Albania, we were there just recently. Didn't film.
We didn't film.
We didn't film videos.
It's just private pleasure.
It was just we just went to Tirana to eat some really nice Albanian food. But yeah, the Balkans is one of the most interesting corners of Europe, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, the people are amazing. What inspired you to start making videos? Did you both agree from the start, or did one of you convince the other? So, what was it?
I don't know. I feel like in the beginning we sort of started making videos just to let our family know where we are and what we're doing. Like, it wasn't really necessarily ever intended to be our main thing.
Yeah.
So we started traveling thinking, okay, we have enough savings for a year. We're going to probably end up back home in a year. And we just wanted to have like this visual memory book, let's say it like that.
Yeah.
And then we realized that we can actually...
Sorry, I'm just checking how our battery is. Keep your rant going.
We can actually do it a little bit more. We got monetized after 6 months, and we couldn't live off of it by any means for the first 3 years, probably 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always agreed on that we're gonna do YouTube, and
the whole
never disagreed.
The whole goal initially of when we actually started making videos, the reality of it is that we just thought it would be really cool to have a YouTube channel, because you always hear stories about YouTubers and how like amazing it is and how cool it is to like make all these travel videos. And we were like, if they can do it, why don't we try and do it? And then we just basically just started documenting our little adventures that we were going on. And the only people that watched us for the first 2 years was our families. And then,
thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you very much to our families for supporting us in that way. But it was literally for 2 years straight. It was like very, very just get the video.
And
out
Albanians.
there and
a lot of Albanians watched us in the beginning.
But it's a learning experience. It's the same with everything. It's the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more people respect it. The more you build, and the more people support you, and yeah, it's a journey.
What is your next destination? We're currently in Poland, in Warsaw.
We're
So
in Polska right now.
let's go, Polska.
Polska.
We're gonna make a few videos here about, I suppose, a positive example, obviously.
Żabkas on every corner, hot dogs
dogs.
on every corner,
Donuts.
donuts. Yeah, Poland, Warsaw. We're in Warsaw at the moment, and we're going to be making, I think, 1 or 2 possible videos about this city, including some of the history that is behind Poland.
Polska Gora.
A lot of the things that Poland has gone through that has led up to where it is right now, and how Poland is really sort of become the backbone of Europe at the moment.
Do you have to hide your cross in Arab countries? Depends on the country, I suppose.
Depends where you go. There's some parts of Indonesia where you
Well, it's not really an Arab country. It's an Islamic
it's
country.
an Islamic
but not,
it's
not
an
an
Islamic
Arab.
country, but there's some parts of Indonesia, like in Sumatra, for example, where you definitely don't want to be seen with that. And then there is, I think, a lot of places in the Middle East, unfortunately, where you definitely would not do well to be seen publicly as being a Christian. Especially at the moment, there's a lot of persecution happening at the moment in the Middle East, which, believe it or not,
and a lot of other countries.
Middle East was entirely Christian for a very, very long time until the conquest happened. And now look at the Middle East. Lithuania.
Jesus carried the cross for us, so we should carry the cross for Jesus.
Yeah, 100%. Your videos made me feel like I'm traveling with you. Yeah, that's the whole intention. So the whole reason why we don't do heavily edited videos. So you'll see a lot of people that will do videos that are like maybe 30% of the video is music, and then a lot of it is like really heavily edited, and the reactions are just like very overdone. We feel like that sort of disconnects the viewer in some way, and I think we both connect more with the sort of raw type of content, and that's why we make these videos.
Yeah,
the way that we make them.
I don't know, I assume you too, we sort of want you guys to feel like you're a friend of ours that is just sort of sitting in the van or on the bicycle or whatever we're doing at the moment, that is sort of just traveling with us, because for a very long time we were watching travel content before we started traveling, and we sort of always felt like it was unachievable what people were doing, with the 5-star resorts and we were just never in that financial situation where we were like, okay, we're gonna go, to the all-in 5-star.
We're gonna go to the beach club and we're gonna fly a drone and show people's bums.
I've never been in a all-inclusive hotel. I've not once in my life. So yeah, we just sort of felt like just be like a normal person and things are gonna work out, and they did work out. So we're happy about that.
We're exactly the same people.
Just
if you watch our videos and then you meet us in person, you're not getting different people. But if you meet a lot of other YouTubers, and we're not going to call out people, but there's a lot of YouTubers that are out there that make videos, travel videos, and if you meet them in person, wow, it's like black and white. It's like night and day. It's a completely different person to who you're talking to, unfortunately, which it's kind of sad. You don't have to put on a show, I think, to entertain people. You just have to kind of like speak your truth. Which country are you planning to settle down in? So that's a very loaded one, and I don't know if we're going to actually share that now, or should we? I don't know. It's in the books. We have a place, a specific country, but I think we're going to keep it secret for now, because we're trying to like work towards that as a goal. And I think by the end
of this
year, you guys will know all about it.
I love how you guys have a conversation about Bibles now. That's really good.
It's so cool. People are literally talking about the Bible right now in the live chat.
Do you guys think that Meloni can fix Italy's immigration problem? No.
Nope.
Right now, unfortunately, you see, I love Giorgia Meloni. I think she's one of the better ones, but she is creating issues the other way around right now.
She's doing it
I have voting rights in Italy. You don't. Let me explain it.
She's lying about who she is.
She stopped or reduced illegal immigration, but then on the other side, she's giving out way more work visas to people of the countries where the immigration would come from anyway. So the numbers look nice. You have way less undocumented, irregular immigration, whatever you want to call it. And then on the other hand, there's way more people coming anyway. So it's the same situation, just that it looks nice. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
But at least it's documented migration, so you kind of know who's coming. I don't know. It's a difficult situation.
Gloria says, "I love your videos. Bless you both. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
I love raw and hate music and theatrics. Same as us. I think the more simple the videos are, the better, because we enjoy sharing our views, sharing our opinion, and in different places, and showing it as it is. We don't want to actually sort of like take different things and edit them and change the colors and change the background and do green screens or anything like that. There's no point. What's the point in travel if you're going to edit everything? Do you guys? Sorry, you just read that one.
Have you been to Finland?
Have you been to Finland? We haven't been there yet. It's somewhere generally that I think would be really cool to explore. Finland and Norway. There are two countries that are like very high up on my list in general. Norway as well.
Summertime maybe, not wintertime.
In the summer. Norway because of the fjords, and Finland as well because of the
nature.
Stunning nature.
How is Warsaw so far? Cold.
Warsaw so far is freezing cold.
And each of us had about 2 kilograms of pierogi already, so we're just rolling in pierogi and sour cream.
Pierogi, sour cream. They have these ones, pierogis that are called ruskis, which I think are just Russian pierogis.
Russian style pierogis.
But oh my god. So good. Someone says Heather Thunderhawk. Heather Thunderhawk. Is that your surname?
I want to be named Thunderhawk as a surname.
The Thunderhawks.
It's the Thunderhawk.
You're exceptional. People are tired of everyone making a Hollywood production of everything. Yeah, we see that. I feel the same way. And I think Naomi feels the same way. Whenever we watch videos on YouTube and it feels like, you're entering into sort of a Hollywood thing and it's a video about Italy or whatever, it's just kind of pretentious. Have you two ever felt unsafe or in a sticky situation?
More than once.
Where and how did you get out of this situation? We've been in a lot of sketchy situations.
Yeah, the more you travel, the more sticky situations you get into, but key is just stay calm and collected. Don't get upset about anything.
We've ran into cartel members in Mexico before.
And in Albania.
We have been assaulted.
Luke nearly got arrested in Mexico.
I nearly got arrested in Mexico. Naomi was assaulted in Sri Lanka twice. India, we had a good few situations in India that were very, very sticky situations in more ways than one. And a couple of other places. There's been a few close calls, shall we say.
It was funny to see Meloni's reaction to Merz in the White House. Yeah, nobody likes Merz.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a bum.
Oh, yeah.
May God continue to cloak you both with his guidance and protection, and God bless on your journey to Christian Orthodoxy. Much love from a fan and a fellow Christian Orthodox convent. God bless you.
Thank you for the super thanks. God bless you.
We really, really appreciate the donation. It's more than we can. We really don't want you guys to spend your money. As long as you're enjoying the videos and you appreciate the message, amazing.
Thunderhawk is my Seneca given name by the elders.
By the elders, wow. Thunderhawk.
Impressive.
That's an impressive name.
I want to be named Thunderhawk. Or even Scratch a Bear, I don't mind.
The two mad Thunderhawks.
The two mad Thunderhogs.
Woo.
I feel like we would be something with bear or a wolf or
Yeah.
maybe not so hockey.
Something cool. I'd probably, knowing me, I'd probably be something that's not that cool though.
Munchathon.
Thunder Beaver. I'm an eater, not a foodie, so I really enjoy watching Naomi eat while you describe your experience.
Yeah.
Food is a big part of our travel.
I'm not a person, like if you meet me in private, I assume I'm a little bit more quiet. Maybe you can see it in the videos as well. I'm very like small worded.
Yeah.
Little worded, let's say it like that. Maybe that would be my surname actually, little worded.
Usually Naomi, when she eats, like she takes a bite of something and then she goes,
That's good.
That's good. And that's the end of the conversation.
In Germany, you would say that's edible.
That's edible.
And that's a comment. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Just to say it's edible or like lässt sich essen, you know, like you can eat it. That's a compliment in Germany.
Someone says, what happened in Sri Lanka?
It actually happened while we were on a live stream.
It happened during a live stream, believe it or not.
We were walking through a market.
No, it was a side street. We were literally
we came from the market.
We were on this random side street in Sri Lanka, walking along, and we decided, why not? Like, let's go live and let's try and talk to the people that are watching our videos. And we were like talking away. At this time,
similar to now, just that we were outside.
There was maybe 15 people that were on the live or less, but we were walking up the street and having a great live stream and talking about how much we liked Sri Lanka and how amazing the country was.
It was like our last few days in Sri Lanka as well. We had spent 3 months there. Huh?
Yeah, and basically a guy came by on a bicycle and sexually assaulted Naomi.
I was wearing a dress. It was not a smart choice.
Yeah. The live stream immediately ended and we chased him. And that's the end of that story. Crazy.
What should I expect? Changing the topic. What should I expect weather-wise in Poland in late February, early March? I experienced very warm weather in Berlin last year at the same time, and I felt very unprepared clothing-wise. It depends on where you go in Poland.
Depends where you go.
There's some mountainy areas where there will 100% still be snow and it will be cold, and there's also
February, it will be cold.
Close to the German border might not necessarily be so cold. It depends on where you go in Poland, I think.
Yeah.
But that's really the case with everywhere in Europe, and also it's springtime or like end of winter, beginning of spring. Just be prepared for everything. Bring everything.
Yeah.
It will be 4 seasons in one day.
Let's see.
My name would be Chief Eating Burger.
Darts_K says my name would be Chief Eating Burger. Absolutely, that's a good name. Bartlomi, this is a Polish name, I think. Please forgive me if you're not.
It's like Bartolomeus, basically the Polish version. Bartolomew.
He says, by the way, it's amazing to see 2 Christian guys traveling around the world, especially your European videos. So interesting. Thank you very much. God bless you. Let's see. Naomi, what language do you dream in? What language do you have dreams in?
I think it's predominantly English, but just because we speak so much English.
Yep.
That was the point where I lost the English. Because we speak English so much to each other. It's actually like I'm not using the other languages as much as I should. So.
Yep. Let's see. Arkswell Sonny says, "Hi guys. I can't wait for a
How did that get out there?
How did you know?
Why do you know?
How did you know?
Who are you?
Who are you?
We have questions.
You have insider information. Believe it or not, we'll keep it under wraps.
Deutsch ist eine wunderschöne Sprache mit wunderschönen Wörtern. So German is a wonderful language with wonderful words, and that's true. I do have that problem in Italian and English where I feel like I don't have precise enough words to explain what I feel. If you know what I mean? Like the German language is so precise that you know exactly what the context of everything is if you use a specific word. In English, it's like, I feel like I sound really dumb in English sometimes.
English is very simplified. Yeah. Let's see. This summer I was in Stockholm, Sweden, and Krakow, and I saw more women in hijabs in Krakow than in Stockholm. Wow, that's fascinating. We are that's interesting. I'm actually speechless by that. I didn't even realize that was the case. So Krakow, what's going on?
Maybe we need to
came-
go to Krakow.
We came here to
Why you
Warsaw.
keep saying Krakow?
We came here to Poland because we keep hearing people saying Poland is the place. And when we first visited here a few years ago, it was the place. But apparently that might be changing. Why do you believe in Christianity and not in paganism? Don't you think Christianity weakened the white race? So I think the thing
It's a very
that's a very big question.
very big question.
We could sit here for probably a few hours answering that one. But Ireland, from the beginning of time, was a pagan country. And believe it or not,
Let me take you back
Let me
8,000
take-
years in history.
let me take you back. Ireland was a pagan country. Believe it or not, Halloween comes from Ireland. Halloween is a pagan tradition, and it's actually kind of satanic. But nonetheless, people celebrate it, whatever. Pumpkins, have fun. It comes from paganism. And the whole history of paganism was Ireland back then, history wise, based on what I've read, it was an incredibly horrifically brutal country. People were being sacrificed, and there's a lot of really dark stuff that's happening. So, in terms of paganism and the extent of what we actually know about it, I've read some stuff on it, but I'm not like a very, very well read person when it comes to paganism. But I can tell you for sure that Christianity certainly hasn't weakened white people. I think Christianity in the modern era has become weakened through a lot of different systems that have been applied over Christianity. Systems such as modern education and a lot of the modern media, a lot of the sort of information that's being fed to a lot of people, that has severely weakened the ideas in Christians. And it's made Christians believe that you have to be you have to step to the side, and you have to say sorry all the time, like a Canadian. You have to be like, oh, I'm so
There's
sorry.
also very strong Canadians.
There's also a lot of strong Canadians.
We know a lot of
But-
Canadians that are very strong.
I think a lot of modern Christianity and a lot of the new waves of Christians in the last sort of 50 to 100 years, that's really the key point that has sort of ticked Christianity on a downward trend. A lot of the Christianity before then was actually very powerful and very real. And you can see that all throughout history, especially the history of Europe, which is why we're so fascinated in making videos about Europe. I'm sorry if I just blabbered on about nothing there for 5 minutes.
Thorsten is saying migrants coming to EU walking into a trap prison.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
not wrong in some ways. And by the way, thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry.
Again for the
I was
super
thinking
chats.
about the...
It's just it flashed up in a big blue thing. Yeah, you're not wrong with that point actually in some ways. Poznan is my favorite Polish city. It's great for bars and nightlife. Poznan is one of the only cities in Poland that we haven't been to so far. So we definitely need to go and check it out because Poznan is highly recommended. We've been to Wrocław, Gdansk, Sopot, Gdynia, Warsaw,
I think we have
Łódź.
seen one of nearly
We've
everything
been
in Poland.
Katowice, so many different cities in Poland, but Poznan's not one of them.
Częstochowa.
We've even been to Częstochowa
To see the Black Mary, that was really
to
cool.
see the beautiful Black Virgin Mary. Let's see. We're gonna try and get through your comments.
We've been like over 2 hours, I think.
We are now over 2 hours on this live stream. Can you believe it? That's crazy. We're gonna keep going. We'll go for like another We'll do like another
We have
20 minutes,
We have an
okay?
answer on Krakow. No problem with Krakow. This is only tourists from Arabic countries, still 100% a safe city. Okay.
Okay, nice. Let's see. Will you travel into more Eastern Europe, Finland, Belarus, and Russia? Very, very possible, yes. Um, there's a lot of places in Eastern Europe that are thoroughly undiscovered, and I think underrated as well.
How many ways are there to cook potatoes in Germany?
Oh, endless.
More than people in the world.
Endless
Funny
potatoes.
thing is, Irish people are known for potatoes. It nearly killed them.
We're known for potatoes.
German people are known for potatoes, so we're
But-
gonna have a potato child.
We're known for potatoes for all the wrong reasons. We had the famine in Ireland, which wiped out like 10 million people. But another part of Irish history that's not so pleasant: potatoes. Christ is definitely king. Absolutely. We've said this now so many times on this live stream, but it always hits the same every time you say it. I'm from Auschwitz. Watched your video in Bielsko, which is very close. Loved that video. Yeah, Bielsko-Biała, another fantastic Polish city that we've been to.
That was where
Beautiful.
Szyngelnia is?
Shinjelnia.
Is that not?
Yeah, that's where
close to Bielsk. Yeah, very beautiful.
Shinjelnia is
Mountain.
a mountain that's
Range.
where Bielsko-Biała is in Poland, in the southwest of Poland. Gorgeous. If you guys ever decide to come to the USA, please know you are both welcome to stay with my husband, John, and me here in Chantilly, Virginia. You'd have your own private one house in DC suburbs. Wow. We might
Sign me up, John.
sign me up. Sign
And
us up.
Alessandra.
We'll take you up on that offer, and we'll come equipped with all of the barbecue essentials, and we'll have a good time. A guy from Saudi Arabia here. I find your videos informative and provide much info on EU cities nowadays. I agree with you most of the time. I feel your inner pain dealing with it in Saudi. Yeah, that's nice to hear.
I'm
and
sorry that it's happening in Saudi Arabia as well.
Thank you very much for watching our videos, and it is a shame that it's happening where you are as well, because Saudi Arabia for Saudi Arabians. I've been doing housework while listening to this conversation. I didn't want to miss it. Amazing, Jessica.
In the beginning, I read homework. I was like, how is she doing homework?
How are you doing homework?
While listening to this.
While listening to these.
I was like, that's impressive.
These two Muppets blabber on about stuff. I can clearly see that you're right-wing people for your own reasons, and the streets of Paris do look like Mogadishu. Fair enough. I don't even really need to add something to that. The Irish famine, also known or unfortunately lesser known as the Irish genocide. Look up Chris Fogarty's book. Will do. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't read into regarding the Irish famine. It's a topic that's very touchy for many reasons in Ireland, and a lot of the stuff surrounding it is very touchy as well. So I need to look into that. Chris Fogarty.
Do you think that Europe, and especially Germany, has inherited guilt, Erbschuld, after World War II, so that they need to help people from outside Europe? Yes, 100%.
Yep.
It starts where all of the Germans are going through World War II situations, obviously, several times in school. In my dad's generation, he had to watch all of the videos that were taken and pictures and so on. And I think we as Europeans have to work on being proud of our traditions and of our heritage again, because I feel like that's been taken away from us quite a bit, unfortunately. I'm very sorry. I cannot speak anymore. It's been over 2 hours.
It's a crazy long time that we've been on this stream for. But people keep writing, so cool.
Woo!
Alessandra
is from Berlin.
Oh, nice. We do have 3 cats, but they would be in our part of the house. Nice. We love cats. We love dogs. We love animals. No matter what you have, as long as we can pet them.
Hello, this is Stephen from Corrupt Holland.
Stephen from Corrupt Holland.
I hope you're a different Stephen, though, not the same Stephen.
Stephen, is that you?
Stephen made another account.
From Corrupt Holland. Yeah, it is quite corrupt. You are the European Charlie Kirk. We can never match the level.
Very big footsteps.
We can never match the level of Charlie. I think, like I said, when his life was taken away, by whatever or whoever did it. It was a disaster. He was just someone who was able to articulate everything on a level that no one else ever could. And he did it in such an informed and peaceful way, and they didn't like it. Someone didn't like it.
Maria
Let's see.
named her Schnauzer William von Kaiser.
Mm.
Very good name for a Schnauzer.
I highly recommend you guys a city in
Assisi.
Italy near Rome called Assisi. Yes, it's the birthplace of Saint Francis. Yes, the patron saint of Italy. What a great guy. With amazing sights and view on the landscape. It's an ideal place to go in Europe for Christians. We'll take you up on that. We have a lot more of Italy to explore, and because Naomi is half Italian, we definitely need to do that. Let's see, we're going to try and get through a couple more comments. We'll do it for like another 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to probably get to bed. It's 10 p.m. or it's 20 past 10 here at the moment in Poland.
Currywurst mit Pommes #1, yes.
Currywurst with pommes. So if you guys don't know what currywurst is, we had it in our Berlin video. It's just glorious. It's
Maybe
amazing
someday
food.
you can visit a free Iran.
Iran.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit American here today. I hope so too.
Yes.
For the betterment of the people.
Situation over there is absolutely crazy.
Iran for Iranians, please. Turkey for Turkish, German for German, and so on.
And so on. However, I don't understand your stance. Is it against Islam? Is it against refugees and demographics?
Demographic change.
Demographic change. You photoshopped Ottoman minarets in some thumbnails. That wasn't a Photoshop. That was just a shot.
There was a real picture.
That was just a shot of the mosque that we showed in the video. No, we're not at all against Muslims. We're not at all against migrants.
We're both.
We're not at all against any of that, actually.
We're both products of migration.
We are both products of migration. And migration is a thing that a lot of times happens naturally throughout the course of a country's history. What we are against is the replacement of certain countries and the loss of certain values, the loss and destruction of Christian values and morals that have shaped Europe, that have constructed a lot of what has made Europe a sought-after continent to be in. And
that those places are safe for people to live in.
Us as Europeans are being told that you are guilty, that you are racist, that you are shameful for being proud of where you come from, for wanting to celebrate your traditions, for wanting to be Christian, for wanting to be proud of your country. You are told that you shouldn't behave this way. If you do that, and if you approach a lot of the Muslim majority countries in the Middle East or in Africa or in Asia or in a lot of the other parts of the world, if you had that approach, the same approach, it would be met with aggression, and rightfully so. And we genuinely believe that Islamic countries and Islamic majority countries should be great, and they should be for those people, and they should be safe places for those people. The same goes for Jewish people, and the same goes for Christians, and the same goes for Hindus, and the same goes for all of these groups of people. We don't hate these people. We are commanded as Christians not to hate people. We don't hate anybody. We just want a homeland for
our
Christian
children.
Europeans, and that's all. It's as simple as that. I had a health emergency yesterday, and I said, I am a child of God. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior out loud, and I was being wheeled by the nurse. Wow, that's incredible.
We pray for you.
We pray for you, Sam. Again, we see a lot of your comments on our videos. You're a very, very loyal commenter on our videos, and we really appreciate you, and we love you a lot, and we really pray for your recovery. Alessandra Mark 285, much love and genuine heartfelt gratitude to you both. Please stay safe and do reach out to me when and if you come to this direction. I appreciate. Oh, she was the one that invited us to her place. We will. We're going to take you up on the offer. Just send us an email and we'll work it out. I had someone tell me that I am a racist because I wanted a Kenyan to be my guide on a safari and not a Swede. That's what we're talking about right now. Like,
if you go to Kenya, you want to learn about the history and the culture and the people and the animals, about everything
Yep.
from a Kenyan, no?
if you go to Kenya,
Or do you want me to be your tour guide in Morocco?
if you go
I don't know anything about Morocco.
if we go to Kenya, we want to see Kenya. If we go to Ireland, if I go back to my homeland in Ireland, I want to feel like I'm in Ireland. When I go to the States, I want to feel like, oh man, I'm in America. When we go to Mexico, I'm in Mexico. And you want to feel the culture, the people, the music, the food, the way they dance, the way they express things.
What shaped society?
What shaped that society? What's the history? What is the main ingredients in the food? What's the faith? How has all of this
Enough examples.
How has all of that shaped the country that you're traveling in? That's all that we're talking about.
And I think that was the word of the evening.
Yeah.
Enough words have been spoken.
So we've been doing this live now for 145 minutes because for some reason YouTube has a counter and it tells us the exact minute instead of like 1 hour, 2 hours. Absolutely, I want to feel and experience everything good in a culture and its country. That's the whole point of traveling. But unfortunately, do we have any that we're going to read out? Let's see. Vlad Tepes was a national hero. That's Vlad the Impaler right there. Vlad the Inhaler. Let's see.
I didn't know his surname was Tepes. I always thought his surname was the Impaler. I'm only joking.
They even have like Vlad the Impaler branded whiskey and different spirits and stuff in Romania. That's how much of like a national hero he is in Romania now.
It's ended.
But yeah, we're gonna sign off, guys. I think we're both a little bit we're ready for bed. We finished our tea.
How is Marty still with us? You've been number 2 commenter and you're still here.
You're still here, Marty.
Wow.
We love you guys. Be safe, sleep well, and we love you
God
all.
bless you all.
God bless you all. Christ is King. And I hope that we'll see you all on our upcoming videos. We have some videos from Poland and plenty more coming as well.
It's gonna be
Good night, guys.
a long year.
Good night. Goodbye. God bless.
Hang up the phone.
Keep on rocking in the free world. See you guys.